Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Blood and Sand. Remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason and plot. I know of no reason the gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. It's currently the 5th of November, folks. If you hear banging outside someone's window, you now know what it is.
Things are exploding!
People
This is
having
how we
sex.
celebrate in Britain!
Really, this is their plan to destroy this tune. Alistair is going to, just walk in the
That's
Guy
a big
Fawkes
one.
Max, fail terribly, get devoured by demons over a slow period of time.
I don't understand gunpowder.
Got rid of your dwarfs. All 3 dwarves you've had, you've got rid of.
We need more dwarves
That
in
was
this party.
So, who would like to continue from last week and tell us what happened?
Excuse me.
We fought a thing. Alistair almost died. We won.
I mean,
No.
almost.
Definitely
not what
almost.
Last time on Blood and Sand.
We continued our journey to the.
Midnight Invader.
What?
Erwin, do you want to take it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were still continuing our journey
Go,
down
folks.
to Old Fortune, in which to basically talk to our friend there, Scylla, and see about coming up with some plans. So, and then on our way traveling, and after discovering basically that Alistair was being tracked by something, which he decided to go out into the dark during his watch at camp, which God damn it!
I think
At
you
which
need
point,
to improve your British sign. God damn it!
America!
and at which point he then walked out into the dark, which then was destroyed nearly by the creature that we came to know as a demon,
Mhm.
The darkness attacked Alistair.
which is his fault for going out. It's in the sense the dark star.
Where's my magic missile?
Then I, after my character had woken up, cast banishment on both of the creatures. We then argued for about a minute on what we should do. Then we all got
to 57 seconds. Like, you guys pushed
57.
it.
Yeah,
To give you guys an idea, banishment would have completely removed them. Alistair wanted to bring it back to destroy it, to make sure it would take time to recover. Narrowin just Buckley wanted to keep it away.
which then at the 57 mark, I said, "Fuck it, drop." Brought him back. We were all circled around it, destroyed it, and then it apparently will not be back in 100 days to which we don't know about. And then Shimmer had a Arcana check for something which I'm forgetting. I think it was on the weapon.
Yes.
See what the weapons were.
Oh yeah,
And-
the weapons were evil.
They've
Very
been,
evil.
Yeah,
they've
very
been, they've
evil.
been put into quarantine, so to speak.
Which is my bag. Like,
The bag of noping.
The mini bag of holding, which is about
It is now the
this
shopping
big.
bag of quarantine.
and I believe that's everything. I didn't forget anything.
So QED, I was right.
Shh.
I was also right.
Shimmer's mostly right though.
To be fair, Shimmer actually usually is on the ball.
Thank you, disembodied voice.
It's Alistair's sword again.
Has a name.
Yeah, the blade vibrates, and that's how the sound comes out. It just, yes, I'm here.
Mm-hmm. Alistair in his cloak is not happy.
Cool.
Alistair and his vibrating
I sent to
blade.
the north.
English don't do well in temperature.
Or anything besides rain.
Just any temperature.
Any
Don't
temperature.
do
Don't do well in temperature.
It's too cold, it's too warm, it's too wet, it's too dry.
You would hate it here.
So,
Yeah, I should probably get onto the actual Roll20 thing rather than looking at your ugly mugs.
yeah, that would be a
Nice.
nice.
Oh yeah.
So, you guys were moving your way, and you found yourself at the end of your travels after several days on the outskirts of Old Fortune, the forest that is guarded over by a arc druid you have aided before in the past. What would you like to do?
Now,
Yeah,
as I
let's think
recall,
about
we
this
can't
again.
really take any sort of cart or wagon through here because it's so
Yeah.
dense.
Yes, it is an incredibly dense foliage.
Very well then. Looks like I shall lead the way.
It's not like the
You know,
cart is track.
Being that
Following
he's
us
an
anywhere
arc
else.
druid, you really think so would be able to open a path up for us, for a little bit, and then we could just, take the cart through and say hi, and then all that. But
I think
hey,
that's like
whatever.
expecting the CEO of Land Rover to come and pick you up wherever you go in a 4x4. Like, I'm not crashing this thing through reception just to bring you to my office.
You have legs.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay, all right.
Got
Fair
bone in
enough,
your
fair
leg, use it. It's only a few trees, for fuck's sake.
Trying his best to do the voice.
enough. Okay.
So,
Anyway,
Alistair,
okay.
you would like to try and lead the party through? By all means, give me a survival check.
Okay. What is this in relation to?
Survival.
Finding the path towards wherever Scylla may be. Trying to find yourself deeper into the forest without getting lost.
Trying to track him, you say?
Yeah?
Our druid's my favourite enemy.
No!
No!
Never mind then.
Jonathan
That's
looks at you
fine.
slightly. Jonathan looks at you slightly offended.
They are my favourite anomaly.
Jonathan's there just like, I thought we were your favoured friend.
I like all tusked people.
You-
Tusked lives matters. God, that's
Just
a hard one to
have-
say.
Jesus Christ.
Horde lives matter.
Gonna get a slap.
Horde life, dead life.
For the Horde!
Fucking. Not even gonna try to start touching BlizzCon, but holy shit.
Let's not touch that. It's too much to cover.
Yeah, there is.
Welcome to Blend Stands. This is now a WoW podcast. Alright, so.
How many continents are there again?
In
Like
this. In this world?
I think it was 4, wasn't it? Was it 4? Or
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, one at the top, one at the bottom, one to the left and right.
Yeah.
Open this map here that I got with the special that I got from a shop.
Shut up, you.
A bit of water in between.
What's that word
Yeah.
written in the bottom corner that's been crossed out?
As the roof.
Got a
Moving-
weather
moving
forecast
on.
on the bottom as well. It says we're expecting snow in a blizzard.
Moving on.
Huh.
Where are all these dark clouds
Loud
coming from?
The Monty Python foot. Moving on.
Told you we should have brought loads of cans of oust.
So it
Just so we're
takes
aware as well.
several
I have an actual
hours.
explorer, so I ignore difficult terrain. Difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's movement, and you can't get lost except by magical means. Just so we're all aware.
That's why you have rangers in the party.
Yep.
Good to know.
There's more reasons than just that to have me around. I'm an integral member of the party. Not a fecking compass.
Sure.
You
Fair.
basically are.
Such
I mean-
a fragile ego.
I mean, like seriously.
We could have
like-
probably gotten along better without you.
Alistair, as you mope at the front of the queue, leading everyone along, it takes several hours to find your way across Old Fortune. It's definitely... It's weird. You had a keen memory of moments and areas where you can actually pass now and you see a rotting corpse of a large hill giant. And you remember fighting
Ooh.
Ettercaps and a hill giant in this area. You follow these kind of landmarks going through. You find yourself using these paths that you found before, following a small river that drops into a deep ravine. you follow, or a deep cavern, I should say. You follow that river along as it tended to lead you deeper into the wood. You do pass the small shrine of Corellian Lothorian, which Scylla had been attacked in and had been kidnapped. It appears that there are, while it has been rebuilt to some degree, there are marks on the actual exterior to the shrine.
Definitely like to go and have a look.
Okay. These marks are in red. It's kind of a dripped paint until you get closer, and it is abyssal.
God fucking damn it. Asshole. Graffiti. Bloody chavs! What does it say?
It basically describes the desecration of the huntsman, which is Corellian. And
Anybody got a mop and bucket?
you see a design to it as well relating to... It's difficult for anyone else to see because scripture can also detail picture in Abyssal. So a particular word or design can in fact relate to a character. And
So
if
like
there's
hieroglyph.
two, essentially. So you can see a large figure. You've seen something similar before in a Baelor when it attacked Duskhaven, with a whip striking down at an elf who has a spear and bow on either hand, and the elf is chained. And that's the design you can see base. It's essentially the... Give me a religion check, see if you remember something. Let's see what you remember.
I'm good at those.
Can I try as well,
There.
since this is like kinda related to elves?
Can
Yeah,
I cast comprehend languages?
yeah.
I've seen a Bible
Doing
before.
my parents proud!
You can now also make this check. This check is more in relation to what is involved in this.
What was it, a religion check?
Yes.
Well, also it's going to take you a minute to read one page of text, so which is the response. Anyway,
Oh, it's a wall of text, so there's no pages involved.
How many pages are a wall? When is a raven like a writing desk?
What you see here is a design of Tyrontium, the god of tyranny, the dead god, whipping and forcing Corellian Lothorian to submission. Alistair, you don't know the full details of it, but one of the oldest tales were Corellian was the tireless hunter, and in a chase of a god of betrayal, whose name escapes you, he was caught by Tyrontium and was nearly broken. It was in the time before gods warred amongst themselves, and where demons and kings would try to rule over. And even gods like Grummash had actually rallied to the side. Apexium, however, is the god who slew Tyrontium in that duel, freeing Corellian. You are aware of this depiction, but this is the depiction as if Tyrontium had won and was forcing Corellian into submission, with a whip around his neck, lifting him like a noose.
Mm.
It is, by the way, in blood.
I
Just
figured as
from
much.
slight examination, you can tell it's been there for 4 or 5 days.
Can we,
so he came here first.
Yeah, can we attempt to wash this off, this desecration?
I will create water,
Okay.
10 gallons of it.
It takes you about 4 or 5 minutes because it is caked in difficultly, and in that time, who's actually focusing on cleaning the blood?
Me.
Oh, I was going to
You
say,
three?
I figured I would because I'm of a cleric, so I'm like, oh, holy relics. No.
Yeah, and
Yeah, there is-
because it's to do with elves, I kind of feel like I need to help a bit.
So those who do,
I have an affiliation with
Shimmer, you're focusing. Shimmer, you're reading this text and you're comprehending this as Alistair and the others are more registering it. Grunt, you're kind of the only person, so you can make a perception check that's not active in another task.
Nope.
I know.
Ooch.
Hmm?
Perception.
Nothing. I got sent a message.
Oh.
I like answering half the question.
I just be reading it because I think it's interesting.
Which it is.
Nerd.
It's just like the grunt mating practices that I'm probably gonna read over again.
Oh.
You probably read them
Shit.
3 times. You don't see anything. You're keeping an eye out while everyone else is focused on this. For about 4 or 5 minutes, Alistair and Delmara, as you step away then, you hear something in the underbrush, maybe... Bear in mind, the actual shrine itself is surrounded by trees, several of which were destroyed in the time that Slarlak had attacked Scylla. But in some decomposing now remains of a tree and bush shrubbery, you do hear movement.
Can I poke it with my hook?
Typical fucking Aussie. Oh,
I more meant that
there's
this
a boa
was-
constrictor in here. Let's go and have a poke at it.
Unfortunately, it's not for you because you rolled too low.
Okay.
But Alistair and Damara, your passives, once you step away from focusing on this task, are enough to hear it.
Hell,
Well, if it's anything like
Perceptive
last time, it may be our friends.
I shall. No, I shall not notch an arrow. I don't know whether I want to waste a spell on this though.
I'll just
Oh,
sort of calmly in Elvish call out and just be like, "You know who we are. You can show yourselves."
Why is she
As
speaking
you
a weird thing?
say that in Elvish, you hear and you see a bloody hand just like pulling itself up from behind the log. And you see one of the elven rangers who had eventually found you and Scylla and had aided you in your releasing of this place from Slark. He's fucked up.
Rap. I call over Othir and Buckler.
Immediate
He
hand
pulls
to
up with
face,
one arm.
heal.
He's pulling up with one arm as you see as you get closer, because there isn't another.
Oh God. What the hell happened?
What's happened now?
And his face looks like it's been slashed 12.5 times.
I'm going to start communicating with him in Elvish then, just ask him what happened.
Yeah, like I said, basically to the face, at a 4th level.
Essentially, he's too weak to resist, even if he wanted to, because he currently can't really process what's happened. You run over to heal him, and his mind just looks. I have never been happier to see you a lot again.
Bring him over and stick him on the altar inside the temple. Just lying down
I
somewhere.
pick him up.
Carry his head.
You lift him up, and he's a lot lighter than you think to lift. As you do lift him up from the shrubbery, he's also missing a leg from the knee down.
Oh God. I suppose you got anything that can fix
I see
that.
you fumbling around with all this.
Metal.
And Grunt
I
just
have
sort of
metal.
puts
I
arm
can
out and just scoops him up like a little baby and carries him in.
Basically, Alistair, the only thing I have for fixing that is metal, like leg or metal arm. Like, I mean, really, not much I can do.
I don't think we really want to junk around this poor
Healing-wise.
fella.
Or Edward Elric.
Or yeah.
I lift him
So
into the altar and
You
gently
lift
put
him in.
down.
It's a very small room, maybe enough for 2 or 3 people to be in. And the altar itself has been desecrated on the inside, and there's 4 skulls on the inside of the actual altar that have been left there. They are elvish.
To Grunt, it looks like a nice place. She leaves so the clerics can do their business.
The skulls actually are cleaned of any kind of tissue or anything, but looking at them, give me investigation checks.
Why do I get the feeling this is the rest of the scouting party?
That's enough. You already left, Nemo, so you don't get to. You said you walked out.
Oh, okay, sorry, never mind.
I'm not going to bother
Um,
rolling because
Buckley.
everybody else is.
Buckley, the skulls are clean of any kind of muscle or skin or anything, but not through, like, say, scraping or being boiled by the normal ways you remove flesh from skull. They've been chewed off. There are evident bite marks all across the skulls.
Okay.
Whatever these people were met a very grisly end.
I'll ask him in Elvish then. What happened to the rest of your scouts?
As you are saying what happened to the rest of your party, he just looks towards the actual skulls on the table.
Yeah, I figured as much. Put two and two together. Where's Sila?
He's at the heart. A hunter came. We were told something was prowling around the exterior, so we went to check. Scavengers or gnolls or something, and came out of nowhere.
Yes, we managed to take it down just out on the road leading in. So we've sent it back to its domain.
It's not just in it. There's more.
What?
There's not just one thing. There were multiple things. One was like this warped monstrosity. And he points, and now that you are focusing on it, whilst you were able to see the corruption that was led on hoofprints by the previous creature that you fought, this one is where a footprint is, but it spreads for about 5 feet around it, but it was away and across in a corner where you didn't see. And now focusing onto it and looking around, you can see what was, you thought, black stone, which is the kind of design as the actual shrine itself, is tainted, is corrupted, is twisted. The cleansing has definitely helped with the washing of the blood.
So it's not just one hunter. We're talking about a hunting party.
No. One of them was definitely it had beasts. It was the one that did that, and it points towards the shrine. But another one. We weren't alone. There was a treant Scylla had sent with us. He had woken one. It just touched it, and it just warped and ran screaming in agony. Its bark just molted off.
Would I be able to make a religion check based on what I'm hearing?
Sure.
Yeah, I was thinking, would I be able to do a nature one? Because I have a feeling I know what that might be.
You can make a nature check, sure.
Nope, I have no idea.
Unfortunately not. Clerics aren't taught too much in the ways of the evil deities, which are the demon princes. Alistair, there isn't a creature, a living, natural creature, that could possibly, at a touch, turn a treant. Treants are, just from hearing stories, a treant can walk through an entire tribe of orcs if it so chose. They are incredibly durable, incredibly powerful creatures. For something to just touch it, and not only that, but they are fey-enchanted, pure creatures. They are good by nature. To be twisted in that way took something of power.
Would I recognise it as being some sort of blight, potentially? Or does it sound more than that?
I'd say, if I just make a straight intelligence check, I'd say. You're thinking, and you've seen a design of Peronius. Or sorry, not Peronius, you've seen the sign of Tyrontium.
Mhm.
Decay was never Tyrontium's thing. Slash and burn.
Mhm.
Turn the world to ash. Bend it to your will. That was the things of that god. But there were others. You don't know the full details of other dark entities, but there is one of decay, of blight.
Right.
And if there's a potential of one of them being associated here, sure, there might be another. Would you like to, Buckley, I believe you have control of Althir. Would you like to make a
Yeah.
religion check? As you've rolled a natural 1, you don't get to make another one, I'm afraid.
So hang on, if we're talking about various different demons coming that could be potential, are they going to be like potential champions of these demons being sent to this material plane?
With Althir's check, he's thinking for a moment. Wait. I remember a blood hunter talking about creatures that could do things like this. Hang on. Peronius, Lord of Decay, God of Decay. It was while the story that you rubbed off, Alistair, the story of Tyrontium and Corellian.
Mm-hmm.
It was Peronius that held off 6 gods. Peronius was loyal to Tyrontium, as Tyrontium would allow decay to spread. The everlasting, the enduring. It took Grummash summoning all the power he had to tear it down, tear it limb from limb, and even then, only the God of Justice could, literally being stabbed by it. The tale goes that her holy blood burnt it like acid and was able to destroy him. She nearly died in the process. The God of Justice has been very quiet since. This is something's trying to wake up old gods that should stay dead. I don't like that. That's not nice.
Oh.
I think we need to speak to Sila first and see what he knows about it. But failing that, we could need to talk to somebody on for somebody in a higher hierarchy position of like priesthood or something. Somebody must have some stories of how we can combat this.
In any, well, I mean, my masters are out because they're in the north. We're definitely not going that way anytime soon.
Or hell, if we can get hold of somebody who's trained in the same ways as these blood hunters, maybe they could shed some insight onto us.
That too.
The young elf, because he is actually a very young wood elf, speaks up. There was one. Scylla had spoken to him recently, had requested his presence. I don't know if he... What day is it? I don't...
Sure, hold on. Let's
Yes.
go look at the calendar.
Jonathan, get out that little pocket calendar that you hold on to.
You mean the one Magma Gate?
That's the one.
Shit.
It tasted like a time gone by.
Can Grant
Weirdly enough, it was out of date.
can Grant try to look in Mugmug's mouth to see if she can see?
Does one of us know the day?
We'll say it's I don't actually have a rudimentary calendar for it, so we'll say it's the Saturday of the week.
But there's only 4 days in a week.
Wow, you really got hit in the head hard by Humblebottom, didn't you? You don't know
Did.
shit.
Time being, we're going to work off of Earth's calendar, by which I mean the Georgian calendar.
You mean the
What?
proper calendar?
What month would it be roughly in the year?
In the year, you had the Midsummer Festival, which I always associated with August, about a week and a half ago. Which
Okay.
was the big battle in Duskhaven. About a week and a half ago.
Shit, so all the kids have gone back to school by now then.
Yeah.
God damn it, the roads are going to be dreadful.
Yep.
If there was any, fucking school.
Poor education system. Okay. I'm assuming this guy's not
Oh.
fit to walk.
There
The
is
calendar
no
of Harbitus.
Harbitus.
The one that's in the Sword Coast guide.
It's actually in the DM guide.
It has a 10-day. It has a 10-day system, but I'm not using it right now because
Uh.
I am unfamiliar with it.
It's actually 12 months and 30 days each.
It's very similar to ours, just tweaked slightly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, Buckley, do you want to give this guy a piggyback? I would say Grunt, but if we come up against anything, I feel like Grunt might take him closer to the danger.
Yeah,
should
I
guys-
can do
Grunt
that.
nods.
I'm gonna cast a fabricate real
I'm gonna
quick
swing him like a weapon.
and make a basically like a harness kind of thing to put him on my back to make sure he doesn't fall off.
That's not degrading at all.
He's injured.
He's missing an arm and a leg.
Fuck you. I want to make sure he doesn't fall off my back.
So you want to make him a baby carrier?
Yes.
Surviving that encounter cost him an arm and a leg. Hey, let's move on. In which direction is we most likely to find Scylla?
Alistair, give me a perception check.
Oh, yeah.
Dun 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 dun!
And we fight.
Oh dear.
You scan your way out. You're trying to figure out what way around the shrubbery to go next. And you move around ahead of the party, as you do. Delmara, you see it because it's moving. And you just see a massive arm strike straight at Alistair.
I throw a
Oh,
dagger
yeah.
at it.
Canny dog.
You are kind of... You can't, because you're fucking surprised as fuck. And...
Wait a minute, I'll bullshit my way out of this one. On your first turn during combat, you're...
Well, that was with advantage, and that's a natural 20, so you take
Oh!
27 points of bludgeoning damage as you are flung from where you were about 10 feet back next to Delmara. And
I'm sick of this
you
getting it first shit.
And stop walking off!
I didn't mean to. What was it, 27?
27 points of bludgeoning damage.
God,
And
But
as you
Alistair,
do,
as the party leader, you're supposed to be in front anyway.
as you do, how about I just bring you over to an old map?
Oh, not here again.
Oh boy, nostalgia! Oh,
Didn't like
look at
this one. Didn't like this one.
Look at
This was when I was ill.
And you see a very large treant now where Alistair was. Alistair, get back over there. You got knocked the fuck over.
Oh, he's knocked me back towards the party.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he
Ah,
slapped
okay.
you. And it stands easily about 30 feet tall, and it's literally like it is now molded, it is mossy, it's just screaming in agony at you. As it's entirely just confused and mental rage, I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, just shit.
I was about to say, you could tell it's a tree, and I couldn't see it in the trees!
To be fair, I did that before with the green dragon. You fucking didn't see his icon in the trees.
Only
That's great.
2. Fuck it.
I've been meaning to try this. There's this thing now that apparently I can give myself advantage on initiative with. the
Yes,
option.
I have that. I ticked it in the things. I turn to the rest of the party and say, "You'd think for something that big and making so much noise, it would have been very easy to spot."
It wouldn't because it had false appearance.
No, it wouldn't because I had a fucking
Oh.
natural one on my perception.
You're the
Yeah.
ranger. You should have seen it.
I couldn't see
Okay.
the wood for the trees, and I couldn't smell the poop on my knees. I'm going to look in the
Yeah,
DMs.
because you
book
just
for a
face
second.
planted into the ground right next to me,
What the
apparently.
fuck? Oh, wait. That's right, because it does the advantage
Yeah.
thing.
Wait a second. There's a thing. There's an
I don't
action
like
that
that
I
one.
can do in here that I saw
No,
before.
there isn't.
There is.
There isn't.
So,
You're lying to
watch
yourself.
as the treant lifts up an arm and just touches the tree next to it. And it just begin pulling itself up, and it appears to be a treant, normally. But from the point where it was touched, it just spreads this sickness. That it's almost like vines just wrap around and just constrict it. And the treant, awake, confused, just screams.
Worth noting, I rage because I have to get that initiative thing.
Oh, God, it
And
just
they
made
both
another.
Scream out. They both scream out in the one that just got turned screams out in Sylvan. Yani, ow.
I
Nope.
don't speak that.
Shit.
Does Jonathan?
I think Jonathan's the only one who might.
Nope.
Yeah, we all
Huh?
turn to the smartest person in the group.
He looks at you all and goes,
Oh wait, Core had comprehend languages.
It's
So
written
he would've-
language, it's not spoken.
Nope, it is. You understand the literal meaning of any spoken language you hear. It's for basically you understand language, written, spoken, or whatever.
I thought you are correct. I thought it was just written language.
Nope.
Das, I know you
Yes.
got a lot to work on. In the DMG, page 271, climbing onto a bigger creature. I may be doing that.
Oh my god.
"Thank you
Oh
for the heads
yeah,
up."
we're back in business, boys!
Somebody get out the Shadow of the Colossus music!
Copyrighted. I can't.
I'm gonna mount me a bitch! Or
I'm
I'm gonna get
We're
smacked
hiring
around.
dexterity out of Grunt and Alistair.
I
Wait,
think
what?
it's you.
So
Do
what
what
did it say?
Who has the highest
That's
initiative?
higher deck.
Grunt and
I have
Alistair?
3 decks.
5.
Alice is going first.
But yeah, so what did Core hear the Sylvan set and
It's just, it was trying to speak what's going on, and as it is, it's just screaming now in horror and confusion.
going on? Ah!
More like, what's going on?
Right, cool.
Ah, my ears.
Well, I know what my job is.
Oh yeah, we brought the right person for this.
Yep, I'm not climbing it anymore. Fuck that. Nope. Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Okay, it's gonna be kiting time then.
Yeah,
Number of times you've climbed on something that we've set on fire.
Smee first.
yeah, you first.
Higher decks.
Let's move myself over to the Znar. Now I have advantage on anything that I go before in the first round of combat only.
Mm-hmm.
As a Ranjar. I don't know if I want to do anything clever. I think I'm just gonna lay some damage down on it to begin with. Have I got
I don't know if I want to do something clever.
No, none of those things are gonna help me. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a bow shot.
Okay. Go ahead and take a motion.
Ooh. Wait, where do I get that one from? Can't remember if I took that for the time being, so I'm gonna ignore that.
Okay.
Oh, with advantage.
Did we want to roll initiative for the other peeps? I'm imagining Mug.
Oh,
They go on your initiatives. It's
Yeah.
way easier.
Fair enough.
Alright, you take the damage from the first attack, just to let you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot to
So you
click.
fire off the shot. And yeah, 31's gonna hit. Anyone as well, I'm gonna say Delmar just because you're you. When he pulls out the bow and fires, you've seen the design of it before. It seems a little different.
Oh,
Oh, so that's what you got there. Huh.
What?
Huh? Huh?
Hey,
What?
what?
What? What is Mug going to run?
Yeah, because he's carrying the wounded elf, I'm probably gonna have Mug just run his full movement away.
Away.
doesn't sound
away.
like a mug thing to do.
Can say, have you
Carrying
met
a
Mugmug?
wounded person, and you specifically instructed him to do that so that Grunt could run in.
No, I get to
Mostly
Buckley.
following what you told him to do.
Buckley's got him.
Yeah, I got him.
Buckley's got him.
Yeah.
Oh, do you? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, got to put him in a baby harness on my
yeah,
back.
we've had
Made
a
of
whole
wood.
talk about the harness.
So,
Maybe
I
I
went to
just
the
heard
harness, but
Grunt's
I thought that
name.
was getting made for Mug was all.
No.
Alistair, you fire.
Mhm.
It hits, and it's less like you've hit solid wood and more like you've hit moss. Sinks in and goes out the other side. So it's pierced a hole. The
Oh,
hole slowly seems to be starting to heal.
that's
Good. So
unusual.
magic.
I have a feeling that fire is going to be needed for this one then. Alright, then I will take a second shot then, I suppose.
Okay.
Do you have any
On
way
your
to?
first turn during combat, you advantage on attack rolls, so both of
So
them.
this is still this one. So now mark it as advantage and roll.
That was a terrible roll, holy shit!
That'll still hit.
I rolled a 4. And then Colossus Slayer. Hey, 7. Not bad.
Fire off the 2 shots. One just sinks into like an arm, and you're almost like confusion, not sure if you should do it or not, but in an instinct you fire. Goes in, shoots out through, goes. And as you fire the second shot, it sinks into its chest and just sinks in and does not come out the other side. But everything down to feathers are in it.
Right.
As
I'm
look
going
towards
to.
you.
I'm then going to. As weird as this may sound, I'm then going to try and commune with my bow. And I'm going to say, Daldir, should I really be killing these things, or is there another way?
I'll say that's your bonus action.
Yeah.
You hear. They're gone. No mercy.
Fair enough. Open fire!
Grunt!
I'm going
Alistair.
to.
At the end of your turn, this twisted monstrosity of a tree and looks at you and just starts going. And the words seem to be just incoherent and maddening to you.
I try my very best to give a
you.
confused look to my bow.
And actually, Buckley, Delmara, and Alistair, I need wisdom saving throws from all of you.
Ooh, I love those!
Oh, bollocking shitbag McGee's. Wisdom saving throw.
I'm good.
Kill
Wisdom
me.
saving throw.
Mine has not rolled. Oh,
There
wait,
you go.
it has.
Alistair
A nice
and
cool
Buckley,
8
you
to
seem
wisdom.
to resist whatever effect this is. Delmara,
Thank God he said and Buckley, because when he said me, I was like, ah, fuck.
Uh,
Yeah, you do it in alphabetical order.
seem to
Alistair,
stand
Buckley,
there. This sound just seems to horrify you in a way that you don't comprehend. You're just blank looking at this thing.
God, it's
Grunt.
barking at you. It's gone barking mad!
ah!
Happens to the best of us.
Grunt, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to charge into melee with 2 of them because
Right.
she's
Right.
great.
Rage.
I've already raged. I had to rage to do that initiative thing. Actually, no, that only counts for surprise rounds. Well, I have raged as my bonus action.
Yeah, you've raised your bonus action. That's already done. You do that for free, essentially. You go like, rah, rah, rah.
It does take a bonus action, but anyway.
You did it on the surprise round. So.
And I am going to make
Don't
2
you rage
attacks
it.
to the left one with my hook.
Okay.
Nemo,
Do
you
attack
don't need rage to get advantage on initiative rolls.
He has
Yeah, I
to
realised just
with
now
them.
it's the surprise rounds.
Oh,
It's, I
sorry.
can-
Oh,
don't.
sorry. Okay.
Yep. I only just realised that myself. It's because it's in the same
you were-
section.
You did not declare reckless attacks, did you?
No, I did not.
So only attack with normal until you do otherwise. But the
Yep.
first one does not
Right.
hit. The second one just hits, and you sink in and you just cut into its leg essentially. And as you do, this just bile pours out on top of you. I need a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god.
I have danger sense. I have advantage on dexterity.
You can
saving
see it
throws
coming,
against-
so-
Yep.
I would shout to Grunt to not engage in close combat. I don't feel that will work though.
I have advantage, so that's a 20.
So you only take. No, you only take 8 points of acid damage. As the actual
half because of the
interior down to 4.
Yep.
Yeah, otherwise that would be broken. You take 4 points of acid damage that just burn onto you, and I need a strength saving throw from you. Actually, no, this would be Constitution. Sorry.
Either's good for him.
You're fine. You feel for a moment from your muscles, it seems like everything starts to seize up, but you just shrug it off. You resist the effects, whatever this is.
I'm enjoying this.
These are all the saves I like to make.
So that second attack hit for 10. Mark that. At the end of your turn, the treant reaches out to 2 trees nearby, and the 2 trees immediately wither, and you see all of the frailty, because it looks withered and decayed, just seems to bulge with strength, and any wounds on it seem to almost be negligible. The wounds are still there, but they're sealing up.
So, Alistair, have you yelled out not to engage this thing in melee? Because Mugmug will probably listen, even if Grunt won't.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Although I did spend a lot of my time talking to Deldir.
So it's up to you.
I'll
So
say you wouldn't be able to do it if you talk to Del.
Fine.
in which case, Mugmug will charge in.
Use your own brains! Oh god, yeah, that's pointless. So Mugmug, never mind.
Bad choice.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it's unless he's been told otherwise, Mugmug will probably charge in and attack.
Yeah, that was on me.
I'm not positive because Mugmug is my character, so correct me if I'm ever wrong about these things. But
No, he's
me? Mugmug's gonna
basically male grunt.
He's basically Grog.
Yeah.
He's Ogre Grog.
he would like to
Mugmug.
rage, as I'm sure you could imagine,
Yes, which he does.
and he's going to attack twice with his new sword that they insist he uses.
Oh yeah, the sword of sharpness, sharpening, the sharpener, the pencil sharpener. It's not great.
I
Neither
did
hit.
declare reckless.
You did not declare reckless. Neither hit.
Just clarify.
It seems like it cuts, and where it should cut, it's almost like hitting rubber, where it just seems to just withstand and bend against the cut, and it just slides off.
General, just rub it.
Shimmer.
I am
Crack
going to be
snuffles.
casting 2 fireballs.
Ah, trees, my favourite terrain.
Favoured enemy.
Yeah, might as well be. Or lightning wolf, that works too.
It gets
So-
fun when we go and fight things like fire
Do-
elementals, and it's like,
Yeah, that's gonna be fun for you when we go to the hells.
Would I get through resistance? It has immunity. Meh.
It's literally swimming through lava to come and eat you.
Meh.
but
Oh, my
on the flip side,
I
we
have
enjoyed
magic
this
missile.
moment.
I can deal with fire things.
Got one
To be
spell.
fair,
But,
it's worked. It worked on a fucking Baylor.
It does work. You've certainly got
Dropping the fireball
moves.
so
It's
that it
just
doesn't
Right.
catch,
we enjoy these moments because we
fireballs.
don't enjoy those moments as much.
dropping it so I don't catch these 2.
I'm guessing you're using the old quicken spell.
Are you aiming it to hit both?
Yes, I'm aiming it to hit both and missing the.
Yeah, you
Allies.
can definitely do that. You're aiming. Well, actually, from your position, it's difficult too, because
aim
they're
above.
so large that you can't really aim around them. Yeah,
You could aim above
Oh,
definitely
you can also aim up.
True. You could aim up towards the top of it because it's about 30 feet up, so you could aim it at the actual head of it. So I'd say you'd be able to aim the head of the bigger one and only hit the other one.
That's 34 damage on that one.
Is this the
Second
first fireball?
Oh, there's the second one. Holy crap. That's a lot of damage.
They succeed the second one.
Now, one would assume that they would take double damage for being trees, however, this corruption complicates things. So it's not necessarily true.
As they're hit by the fireballs, it's almost like the interior of them is boiling, and the forearms just spurt out, or the chest spurts out acid, and all around them begins just being coated. I need dexterity saving throws from Grunt and Mugmug.
Oh crap.
Alright, I still got advantage on these.
So
I
does
think Mugmug
Mugmug.
does as well. Just
Maybe, what level is he actually?
I don't know.
Danger Sense level 2, yeah, he'd definitely have that.
Yeah.
What am I
So I'm
thinking?
not used to checking what level because I just know what Grunt does and doesn't have. Okay, advantage dexterity saving throw for Grunt.
Phew, okay.
And now
that
for
Just
Mugmug.
succeeds. Oh no, sorry. I'm looking at the 13. Yeah, that succeeds.
Oh.
Yeah, they both succeed with danger. So instead of taking,
Instead of 1,000,000, you take 9.
Well, Mugmug will take
instead
more
of
'cause massive damage.
taking 12, 17, 19, instead of taking 10, you take. Sorry, instead of taking 19, Mugmug takes 10 and Grunt takes 5. Grunt.
You know, fucking bear totem.
And I need strength saving throws or con saving throws from both.
They can roll a 1.
Roll high, don't ask why.
Nope.
12.
I presume the first roll is always for Grunt.
That's Mugmug, actually.
Is it?
Mugmug has +8.
He's a beast.
Proficiency
What does
and
Grunt
he has.
have?
Roll for
Grunt
Grunt.
has 8 as
Roll
well.
for Grunt.
I'm about to. Sorry, I'm just. I haven't taken away the health yet.
Nemo the Barbarian.
Okay. So did you declare earlier who you rolled for first in regards to your save?
Yeah, he did. He did. He
Okay,
said
no
Mugmug
bother.
first then himself.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
knew
it's
you
'cause
said
I-
something. No,
I did the
no,
health
it's all
for
good.
Grunt and then went to Mug. I should declare it. Sorry, I'm not.
No,
used
no,
to
it's
it.
okay, man. I know you said something earlier. I just wasn't sure what the order was. So, you watch as Mugmug's entire body just seizes up,
Oh, piss.
and the same effect washes over you again, Grunt, but you shrug it off again.
I'm just bathing in acid. Don't seem to mind too much.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Mugmug's like, "Ooh."
Actually, you're right. You are bathing in acid. I need a charisma saving throw from you.
Nemo, you need to say less.
yeah, Grunt's famous for saying too much.
Smile more.
It's probably the cleanest you've ever been.
Oh god.
Jesus.
Oh damn.
Ooh.
Alistair,
Oh.
you can see this from your position. You see Grunt's side of her face. Like, there's only, like, slight burns. Because, her skin's tough. But it just seems to cling and cling and cling to her. Grunt, I have to
feel
message you
pretty.
something.
Oh, so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and gay.
Cool, we get Two-Face now.
Now, part of corruption. He's a corrupted giant thingy.
Where am I getting this message? Ah, here we go.
God, I imagine.
Okay.
I need to consult my.
Buckley, you're up. But Alistair, as you look at it, it's now dissipated.
It's not there anymore.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, I guess I would have him on my back.
Yes, you do.
Oh my god, what's Banjo Kazooie gonna do?
Let's see. I do not have. Nope. Cool. I have no range. All right.
Motivate from afar.
Banish it.
Does he have a bow? Actually, I do have banishment. So.
No, do not go burning your high level spells now. We've no idea whether we're gonna need more later.
I mean, do we really need a mass cure wounds?
To say it to you as well, I didn't specify that. I apologize. Shimmer, whilst they seemed to take effect from the fire with the explosion of acid out of them, it seems like not the fact that it's fire, but more the fact that it's a spell didn't seem to affect them as much.
Huh.
But yeah, do we really need a mass cure wounds?
Not a
I'm gonna
mass
put you on the
cure,
clock.
but
Alright,
Just see-
I'm
see if
gonna
you
use
can help out
banishment.
the guys in
save it
close
for now.
quarters.
Don't all your big stuff at the start.
yeah. Don't do a
Yeah.
Keyleth.
I will do a mass healing word at level 3, which I believe has how many targets? 6. So Mugmug, Grunt, guy on my back. I was forgetting his name.
I'll have one.
Was not specified.
We didn't ask
Yeah.
because we're jerks.
yeah.
yeah.
I have a list.
Alistair. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have the same list I had when you guys first came here.
Didn't you
We
get
never
7?
asked anyone's names.
Yeah, you get 7.
Back up to 71. God.
Right.
And
Higher than that.
just because, in the sense of it, I would feel like No, healing magic probably wouldn't do anything
Don't
to
know.
a corrupted beast.
You don't know.
Since it's only 7 points.
Mm,
I'm dubious about that.
I think you're thinking of Final Fantasy rules here.
Don't think that's ever anything we've encountered.
No. Healing magic doesn't even hurt, like, undead.
Undead,
Regular
no.
undead.
Yeah.
True.
Wrong type
Okay.
of game.
Yeah, it
Final
has
Fantasy it would.
no effect
Final
on
Fantasy.
undead and constructs. So yeah, never mind.
I love in that game
You
how
can
you can
certainly
use a
try it.
potion on a zombie. It's great.
Yeah, sure. No, I'm not gonna give him 7 points if it doesn't work.
And did you just say I went up 7 to 87? Because Grunt's current HP is 111, just FYI.
Just.
I think you underestimate my health pool.
I wish I had that kind of health. I don't lose it, but I still wish I had it.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do it.
God, I
'cause
wish that
I'm
was me.
I know what
not
it's
gonna
like.
do it because I don't want
Oh
to risk
god,
it.
I wish that was me.
Is that all you do,
Yeah.
Buckley, with yourself?
Yeah.
73 hit points, so.
Do you
Yeah,
do
'cause I don't wanna-
Jonathan?
Oh,
Oh, no, sorry, you don't have Jonathan. Damar has Jonathan, does she?
Yeah.
Who's Jonathan?
Yeah,
Shimmer
she
has
likes
Jonathan,
druid.
I think.
I have Jonathan?
Someone has Jonathan. No one's used him
it's
yet.
not me.
Oh wait, yeah, I think I gave it to Shimmer because Shimmer's a spellcaster, so he
Oh, okay.
does
His
spells.
turn has been missed this turn as he's looking in utter horror at this defilement of nature.
Well,
Actually,
yeah,
hang on.
Blue, you know how to use druids.
There.
So...
Now he's looking at this horror of nature.
I mean,
God damn it, Des.
yeah, I did.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
That
used
one
druids.
little effect kills me every time.
Fucking horizontal flipping, for Christ's sake.
Oh my god.
Look at him, he's
Althier's
looking at
gonna
the
run up
action.
here and hit it with his warhammer.
Cool.
Eh.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eh.
Somebody hasn't been keeping track of Jonathan's HP.
Oh, well, he slept, so he should be back up.
As I
He's
didn't
definitely
know.
at full health.
Yeah, we all are. Were.
You have an extra attack.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Eh.
That does hit. I take it you're only doing it with one-handed because you have your shield out.
As much AC as possible.
Yep.
Do you? Is that all you do? Just the one auto attack? Auto attack, he says.
Auto attack. Someone's been playing too much Heroes.
Bitch, please. I played Dota before it was cool.
He's then also going to use his bonus action to get a branding smite ready.
You could have hit with that attack as a branding smite. That's why I was asking if you want to do anything with that attack.
You can do a bonus action
Eh.
before your action.
Or if you hit, you can then declare, I would like to use a branding smite on this. Because
Yeah.
it's I let people do it like that.
The divine,
Similar
the
to the-
divine smite you can. The actual spell ones you can't.
You have to prepare it?
Yeah, they're still spells. They have to be cast.
Okay.
Well,
But it's the divine smite that you can just be like, oh, I hit divine smite.
Fair enough. You swing, you hit. We'll say that branding smite will be next
For
auto
next
attack.
turn. Yeah.
So save that 10 damage. You hit, and it
the fuck.
almost bounces off. It doesn't seem to have hurt this creature too much at all. Just from the fact that it was used naturally a Treant, which are durable creatures, and now it's almost got this rubbery hide instead of a bark. It seems to almost bounce off the hit. Delmara. Oh,
I don't think I ever turned, do
last. Yeah, you do. Oh, sorry, you do.
Because of the thing? I don't
Roll a
know.
d8.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Roll a d8.
a D8.
Oh, that's great! I'm sure that's
Actually, it
great.
is.
Oh boy.
It actually is.
Ooh.
Oh, is
you
it
do
one of these
nothing.
weird ones?
You just stare blankly.
Cool.
And,
Boring.
at the
You're
end of your
boring.
turn, before Jonathan, the train is going to use this last legendary action to slam Grunt.
Oh no, not Grunge. She can't take any more damage.
That's a 28 to hit. And that's
Yeah, that'll hit.
Hang
Should
on.
be easy maths for you, Das. It's only in single digits for Grunt.
It's working down to single digits. Is the
I mean, you take 50. You take 20. 3. You take 3 damage.
Hey, I've lost 2 health this fight so far.
Oh no.
Oh
Chance. No.
George, no.
Yeah, get another drink. Hang on.
Go lay down, kitty. Go lay down.
That's for you
Come
then.
in here and lay down.
I'm rolling.
Okay, just checking.
You take 26 points of bludgeoning damage. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 26 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to half, so 13. And as the sheer horror of this creature hitting you, you take 7 points of psychic damage. Not
No.
The one damage I can't resist. But I will take Stone's Endurance.
Okay.
Ooh. I'll.
no! Wow, sure.
You know what I mean?
So that was
I'd say you
13
take
regular and
26,
how much psychic?
7.
20.
So 20. So you only take 10 points of damage.
Okay, I'm taking 10 points of damage.
And that's from its last legendary action for the turn.
Oh,
Delmar
no,
has done her
nearly off triple
action,
digits.
and Jonathan, it's now your turn.
Alright, here we go then.
So, who's doing Jonathan? Is it me or Shimmer?
I thought it was. I thought Del kind of took it. I thought people were
Okay.
saying it there.
Okay.
Is Shimmer okay with people having, or did you want him, or we'll make this decision now so we're not confused later?
I mean, I'm perfectly fine not taking a character. I mean, you already know I'm not very good with spells to begin with. I'm just making it by.
Okay. Okay then.
Okay, so go on
So
ahead.
so Blue's got another druid character.
Okay. Let's have a look what spells we've got to work with.
Has he got all them spells from that time we went to that library that had like so many spells that he learnt?
He's certainly got a lot of spells. They've
Are they?
all been ticked as prepared, so that's not helpful. I'll pick one.
I just put in the spells that I thought the character would have.
That's fair.
All of them.
I'm gonna say
Dumb.
because he's an NPC that you are able to do it like that.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry. Actually, it was Buckley who had control of him, and Buckley put every spell he could use in. I remember that specifically.
That's fair enough. I think we'll do a moonbeam.
Why did I have a picture of him then turn around and showing his ass?
Come.
A moonbeam!
That's Alistair, not Jonathan. Jonathan is cultured.
He's a smart orc.
Jonathan's cultured enough to make it so that it's Alice that does the mooning, not him. Right,
Okay.
so where would you like to place this moonbeam?
In the fucking sky, dick.
It comes down from how big is it? It is
I know.
a radius. So
Not crashing
gonna-
the
it's gonna
fucking
be
moon
like
into him.
this sort of square here, so it can sort of hit them both.
There, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, Del cast a spell.
So it is a Constitution. Yeah. Constitution save.
Feel like they would have good con for some reason. Although I could justify why they could have really good or really bad.
They
Weird.
probably do, but it was the sort of first sort of
hang
spell.
on.
It was the first sort of spell that I saw.
Oh, yeah, it's removed him from your order.
Don't worry, they go last on the initiative anyway, just because they rolled like shit.
They had.
I'm trying to do the fucking alt for a circle and it's not working. Okay, is that on their turn then? Like,
This is let's see. When a creature enters a spell area for the first time on
Or on the start
on
of its
a
turn.
turn, or starts its turn there.
So, on the start of their turn, they'll
it says,
take the...
it says when a creature enters the area for the first time on a turn.
Oh,
so
sorry.
This is on
So-
on this turn. It is,
So actually, this is the best time to do it because it's going to take it and then immediately take it again.
yeah. So it's
Cool, so that's
on a
2
turn
Constitution
and
save
thereafter.
throws. Mm-hmm. Oh. Sure. Roll. Just
Yep, I
roll.
did do that.
2d10. Just roll 2d10 for me, please. The larger one seems to take the damage far better than the other one,
Mhm.
but the smaller one, not only does it take the damage, but it seems like it actually, the portion of its hand that got hit by the moonbeam just completely turns to ash.
Ooh.
That definitely, it's the hand now pulled away, slowly begins trying to reform, but yeah, that fucked it up. Did not like that. And now they must make Constitution saving throws again because they are in it. And let's move you guys to here.
Okay, for some reason, Moonbeam is listed under level 3, even though it's a level 2 spell.
I was in a hurry.
Maybe
Hey, I'm happy to
casting
cast
level
it at
three?
level 3 instead, which is what I thought I was doing.
The voice of the
were you casting
developers.
at level 3?
it
You
was
can
in the-
if you want to.
It was in the level 3 list, so I just clicked it because I was like, sure, level 3 spell, and then I read the description, and I was like, wait, this is a level 2 spell.
So would you like to cast it and just roll an additional d10 there?
Yeah, sure, I'll do that, because I thought I was casting it at 3rd level anyway.
Well, with every little help. I don't know whether to cast a spell on my next turn. Because I don't know. Choices!
Do what you think is right. So, the Treants, from the wounds they've suffered, seem to slowly heal.
I think we need fire.
The fire didn't seem to actually cause an effect on them as they actually reach out towards other trees and just drain the trees. The trees begin wilting and like corrupting from the inside and collapsing. Only the bark remaining, and that seems to be just something they're doing just from being in this proximity.
Did it
now-
seem like they didn't like the radiant damage from Moonbeam?
They have to make. Is there going to be that 3d10 again, or must they then take an additional 3d10 that you roll now?
I assume you'd roll it again, just like with any other spell.
Roll again.
Yeah.
Wow, 2 natural 20s.
Jeez, fine, half damage.
So they only take 17.
Would you consider healing radiant damage?
No!
No! because
I
radiant
cast
damage.
Cure Wounds on the orc!
Because
Would you
radiant damage
consider-
is a thing.
Healing? Would you consider healing magic as damage?
Well, no, as in
No!
it's radiant. But okay, never mind. I was asking. Calm the fuck down. God.
Cure light wounds is the reverse of inflict light wounds. So technically it would.
What will lose? What they are wounds? They're on the wound.
This treant is moving, shambling its way up here, still in the range of Grunt before she has anything. And is going to swing, slamming towards Alistair once and Grunt 3 times.
Oh, okay, I got the better end of that deal.
That's it.
Don't you fucking say a natural 20. Don't you fucking
That's not a
say...
natural 20, but it does hit you.
How do you know?
Your AC is 22, bitch.
When a creature
No, it's
within
not,
5
because I've
feet
got my
of
balance.
you
It's
makes
19. I don't know why that's important.
Oh, good.
when a When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you,
You make an
and
attack.
the target doesn't have that feat, you get your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against that creature.
Sure, you can make your reaction to attack now. Actually, you don't, because you have used your reaction to cast Stone's Endurance.
Is Stone Endurance a reaction?
Yep.
Okay.
It's so very rarely used, people forget it. So, Alistair, you take 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
Grunt.
piss and balls.
It has advantage because it's flanking.
Mhm.
So it's gonna beat the shit out of you. Oh, and you take an additional 9 points of psychic damage, Alistair.
But my mind is an impenetrable fortress.
No, it's not.
That's a 23.
Shut up, Buckley, on my side!
That's a 25. And that's a 19. I presume all those
They all
hit you,
hit.
Grunt.
Last one only just,
Okay, so
because I have 19 AC.
Jesus Christ. On the bludgeoning damage, it's 18, 16, 14. And now I have to roll for the psychic.
1 second. 18. I'm going to calculate this now.
Calculating.
Mark down first, 19 points of psychic damage.
Okay, yep, that's easy because I just take that raw.
And that's... And I'll do the math for you here. That's 9, 8, 17, 7... 24 points of bludgeoning damage as the tree just pounds at you furiously.
How much did you say?
27 points. That's already reduced.
That's already halved?
As it pounds at you with 4 or 3 relentless attacks.
So I didn't quite hear you, sorry. My headset was funny. Did you say 27?
You take 27 bludgeoning damage. Along with, I think I said 17 psychic.
You said 19, I already took that. Okay.
That's the big guy's turn. Now it's going to be the other one, which is just going to, in confusion, just make it's only 2 melee attacks. Actually, no. It's going to grab one of the rotted trees and throw it, aiming towards Shimmer, who's cast Fireball at him.
I'm thinking Blue had a small Vietnam flashback then. Not a tree!
That's a 28 to hit, and it deals 22 points of bludgeoning damage at you,
That's
Shimmer.
not happy.
That's not a happy?
That is not a happy.
No, it's not a happy. But it can only do that, so it's going to do that and 1 slam attack against... Actually against Mugmug, who is paralyzed. So it's with advantage as they are paralyzed. It's automatic crit.
Is it? Yeah, I
So
was about to say,
it's-
it's automatic crit too, isn't it?
So he takes just 15 points of bludgeoning damage. And I keep
that already
rolling.
reduced?
I keep rolling 7 for my
That already
fucking
reduced?
psychic damage. No, that's already. Yeah, sorry, that's already reduced. Plus 14 points of psychic.
Jesus.
As these creatures are just abnormal horrors. But they definitely do not like the moonbeam. That was hurting them. Alistair Dartwood.
Right. I am going to do the stupid thing and I'm going to attempt to climb onto the bigger creature.
Okay.
Yes, climb onto the thing that has acidic blood and whatnot.
Safer than being on the ground at this point.
Now, it says that you can move into the creature space and treat it as if you're moving through difficult terrain, but as a ranger, I ignore difficult terrain. And I'm also an athlete, so climbing doesn't cost extra movement, and I can make running long and high jumps after only 5 feet of movement, so I'm very versatile at getting around this battlefield of a tree.
Yeah. Of a tree. Where was the rules for creature larger than you climbing in the DMG?
271, top right hand corner.
So a tree is your favourite terrain.
What can I say? I'm good at handling wood.
Yeah, we all know you're not good at handling cliffs.
Don't like rocks.
Oh!
Okay, so this is going to be... Huh. It has to make a dexterity check against you.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I was like, this seems like it could play in my favour.
Okay. Straight dexterity check from it. That's a non-natural 1. -2.
So, fingers crossed then that I just don't
You
roll a
literally
one.
don't roll a 1.
Okay.
You don't roll a 1.
That was piss poor for me, but athletic nonetheless.
You are now on the creature.
Okay, I'm going to use my movement. Like you said, it's about 30 feet tall.
Yes.
Okay, now I have 30 feet of movement, so would I be able to get up onto like sort
Its
of its back area? Not its head. I want to get onto its back.
So you're climbing up the leg, and then
There you go.
Sweep up the
Hang
leg. On its.
just
Back,
just doing a shimmy.
You are
I'm trying
now on
to
the
be out the way of its limbs, or as
You're
much
now
as
on its
out the way of its
Shimmy,
limbs
shimmy,
as I
shimmy.
think I could be. Shall we say? And that is my action. So I will. I really don't want to do this because it's the first fight, but I feel like I need to. I'm gonna burn my bloody action surge.
Okay.
I hate burning my action surge so early. I'm gonna
You
burn
do
my
have advantage because I'll say because you're in a vulnerable spot for the creature and you've Grunt harrying it, as Grunt tends to do with anything that's in melee of it.
I'm
Not
also in
gonna
melee.
attack
So.
it.
Oh yeah, you're also in melee. It should have hit you.
He was that hidden. Okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna-
there's a cleric here. No, there isn't.
You see
That's-
nothing.
Bonk!
I'm going to make the reveal.
Go ahead.
I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on it.
Okay.
He cast a spell.
Is that it? You just get fairy fire. And
Fairy Fire in a
Good,
20-foot
good.
cube so
Look
that
what
it
it says
connects
in the
to
Good job.
description. Look what it says in the description.
That
Aaron.
was a 3.
and the other one because it's a 20-foot cube, so I'm having it sort of basically over Grunt and Mugmug's head, effectively.
Yeah, you could actually do it above them, I'll say. So we'll just say for the sake of me not putting it on the board that it is there. And
Yeah.
the other one rolled a 16 and a natural 19, which is a natural 20 for it, but it's a -1.
so
They have resistance to spells, but the other one rolled a 2 and a 3.
you're doing it blue, green, or violet light.
I'm going to go for blue, I think. A sort
bright
of
blue
whitish
effect.
ghost blue.
Yes.
Don't you already have blue?
Dabble-dee-dabble-die.
Okay, so anyone who attacks these creatures now has advantage. Oh, sorry. Only the large one, so I'll give it a marker. And that is your action to cast that, Alice.
It's my second action and my bonus action. I don't have anything that I can do with the bonus action yet, so I'm gonna say maybe get out of melee with it.
So you've climbed up on its back, and then you're now going back down its back.
Do as I say, not as I do.
He's telling everyone to get out of its radius. Don't get in melee with it.
Oh my god, there's a horseshoe in the trees!
Okay.
Oh, hey, I found a
at the end of
horseshoe.
your turn. Oh, do you have any? You don't have any character you control, do you?
I don't. Too
Okay.
awesome.
Right. At the end of your turn, it's going to use its legendary action to try to grab your ass. So it's going to make an athletics check against you. So you need to choose
Like I'm
athletics
dead,
or
yeah.
acrobatics for it to reach up and grab you.
Technically
Do a
better
backflip.
with acrobatics.
I'll use acrobatics then.
You rolled a 23, so good thing you did that.
Do a backflip.
You basically just duck low as its arm just swings up trying to grasp at you. Bits of it slothing up and falling around you as it does.
Go away, biggin.
That's your turn, Grunt.
I'm just going to do Mugmug for sake of ease, because he's been ordered to. He's going to take the disengage action.
He would love to, but he's paralyzed.
Shit.
Oh yeah, he can't do sweet bugger all.
Yeah,
Does he
can't
make a
do
save or
sweet-
anything?
Huh.
Nope, he's
Grunt's-
paralyzed.
Grunt's gonna throw him.
How long?
He takes a stand direction.
Stand there.
Takes the
He
Mugmug
takes
action.
that action.
Hmm?
One will pay absolutely no attention to what you're saying.
Not much.
You are the leader, but at the same point,
You heard it here first! I've been declared as the leader! By the most manly member of our group!
she declared you the leader ages ago.
So
That's why you stand in the front and get hit first.
Yeah.
I may have a toddler coming in my room in about 2 seconds. Just a heads
Aw.
up.
Learn how to play some D&D.
No, you know what? She will take the disengage
It's a
action
rabbit.
and move next to Dell.
DM cannot hear you at the moment. Overwhelmed with cuteness.
Don't it come up, Trouble? Yeah? Come on.
Aw.
Say hi. Wave hi, everybody. You're on the internet.
you're on the internet.
I'm waving.
That's
Hello,
you.
my name's Alistair Dartwood, hunter extraordinaire.
I'm glad he
Nice to meet
can't
you.
hear any words you were saying.
She looks absolutely horrified. Is it Narrowin? Does his beard scare you? He is a scary looking man. He does belong under a bridge, we do know this.
Gonna go
Yeah,
back to
I really do. I think I'm just gonna go, like, primitive technology, build me a bridge over a river, and just stay there, just like. So, welcome to my bridge. I'm gonna build you
So
stuff.
enjoy that. She's
No.
adorable.
You're gonna climb up off the bridge and go,
so-
welcome to
sorry,
Walmart.
Thing you were doing before I was interrupted by cuteness.
As I was ordered to, I'm going to take the disengage action and move over next to Dell.
Okay.
I'm going to assume I can't take Mugmug with me.
No, even you, he's a good 300 pounds.
He's a half
You-
ogre, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a big lad.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
doesn't
good, but
she
I like it.
get double within lifting and whatnot?
Yeah, it'd still take
It's
like
still
an
a
action
heavy
or
lad,
something,
and it's gonna take her action to lift him. A
Yeah.
gnome, she could flip as a bonus action. Him? No.
Mugmug was built to last. He
Literally.
winters well.
His nipples get way too hard. Right, Shimmer, it's your turn.
Okay.
I feel like I've made poor decisions.
I am going to drop to a scorching rays into it.
Oh, okay.
Scorching Rays. Go ahead.
So that's 6 rays altogether.
You're just gonna go. That hits. That definitely hits. Yeah, that hits. Nope. Nope. Nope.
With advantage?
He doesn't get advantage.
Why not?
Oh shit! It's a range attack. Sorry, fairy fire. My mistake.
Very far.
Sorry. The 14-12 doesn't hit. The 13-20 hits. The 16 doesn't hit. So you have 4 hits, I think. Yeah.
Wow. Oh yeah, these things got quite a lot of AC.
1.
Hmm.
So that's 26, 36, 47.
The crit
Do you
one
happen to
did
have any
14
lamp
damage. Yeah, the crit one
Because
did
the one was
14.
rolled. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
I'm always looking out for that for Shimmer. Taking a good feat there.
it's blasted into him with an immense amount of force. This creature is almost knocked back Alistair. For a moment, its back almost arcs to you going straight, and you feel like you don't want to cling on to much, so you use
Yeah.
your weapon to more pull yourself up. And you're looking down at this thing as black energy just spurts out. This acid again spurts out at the attack. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Balls, massive balls.
This is why you shouldn't have climbed it.
But I like climbing.
Nope.
That was crap.
See, Alistair, your favorite terrain maybe would,
7,
but my favorite enemy
9,
is
12. 12 points of acid damage, and give me a charisma saving throw.
Charisma.
Yes.
Hang on, I'm on 32. Charisma saving throw.
What was... I have to make sure now I'm not fucking grunt. What a grunt roll.
To be fair, Alistair doesn't use charisma much anyway.
No, but this is important.
It's
Oh
changing.
yeah, charisma. Yeah, you just make DC. Just. You feel like something dark tried to grip you for a second. You don't know what, you don't know how, but you manage to, through sheer force of personality, resist.
Did it feel like I
Uh,
was attempted to being charmed
No.
or put to sleep?
No.
Then it's somebody else's turn.
Shimmer, that's your turn.
I
Buckley,
have a question. Do we have any lamp oil or anything on us? Torches?
you have torches.
I have torches.
None of you guys have lanterns.
Alright.
Check the kits, but I don't think any come with lanterns.
Regardless, doing anything with lanterns will take a while. These guys are beating the crap out of you.
Oh no, I just need to throw the lantern. Just like I'm gonna throw a torch.
Buckley, your turn.
Help! Please help.
Would I?
Go on, join in.
Huh?
Fly up next to him, join in, go on.
Oh yeah. With a terrified amputee on your back.
Ah!
Would I? Since radiant damage did do, good bit to it, I would guess that necrotic damage probably wouldn't be the best thing to then hit it
I
with.
don't know.
That is a logical conclusion to arrive at.
But you do not know the answer to this.
Yeah.
You have the you have the theory, not the hypothesis. Whichever way it works. I think the theory is actually the second part, anyway.
You have the
The
hypothesis.
hypothesis is
To the
basically
theory.
like, this is the question that I want to figure out. This is the theory.
All right, you have
Yes.
your hypothesis
Yes.
on your game theory.
About doing necrotic damage anyway. You're trying to inflict wounds. This thing.
Well, no, I have a hand axe that does necrotic damage.
Come
on,
Oh,
Buck.
but it's an axe.
Oh, it's an axe.
An
Ah.
axe on it.
It's funny. Oh no, wait, with advantage.
It's
Oh yeah, with advantage. With advantage, yeah.
Roll again.
There we go.
Doesn't hit.
I just imagine Buckley going, will this hurt? It's an axe. Sure, it'll work.
Yeah.
I mean, I would
Timber!
assume it would take more from slashing damage, but
As you try to slash it, it's rubbery hide, almost similar to the way that happened with Mugmug's sort of sharpness. It just kind of careens off of it. More like it just can't find purchase to actually like sink in. So that's that.
Wait.
Done. Do you have any
As a bonus
actions you would
action.
like to do?
At a 4th level healing word.
Yeah.
So that's 10 to Alistair, Grunt, Mugmug, Dell, and the guy on my back.
Okay. I will say now that you know the guy on your back is at full health.
Okay.
As healthy as can be.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
healthy as he can be.
Sorry,
He had a
guys.
higher HP pool, but he's lost limbs.
Someone was talking in real life, so that's 10 health for me and Mugmug.
Yes.
Yeah.
if somebody else is being healed that's already full, you could heal me. I'm just saying.
I'm on full, so
Oh.
heal him.
Okay. Yeah. Then I'll
Shimmer
heal.
was hit by a tree.
Bring it around.
Yeah.
Shimmer did get hit
What?
by a tree.
I guess. Alright.
At the end of your turn, Buckley,
Yeah.
the tree has to make a strength saving throw as it swings to try and hit you.
Wait, why do you gotta make
Not
strength saving throw?
succeed. You watch his vines just erupt from underneath it and just begin trying to pin it and pull it down.
Oh.
As
Oh.
his arm swings up and tries to hit.
Ah. Oh, Scylla. Where are you?
You don't see Scylla, but you hear a very loud, deep.
Thank God.
Never mind. Not Scylla.
As
What?
A healthy treant is coming, I think.
no,
I was going to say, if it was, tell it not to go near them.
you
Last thing
see
we-
charging out of the shrub, out of the forest, coming into this side towards you. A
Minotaurs.
large lizard.
Ooh.
Don't know what it. You've never seen a creature like this before.
A lizard?
Is it
It
an abomination?
stands to the full
matter, I'll get it
height of this thing, of this large treant.
Well,
Oh my god!
from Grubhub anyway, so.
But you see a very big, thick beard coming down off of it.
Oh my god!
Scylla has turned
He has a belt of dwarven
into a
kind.
T-Rex.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Oh, druids are the best!
Now he's literally something that's as old as time.
Del, druids are even better.
Is he a leaple in courts?
Because druids with only one spell, they can make the entire party into T-Rexes.
Yeah.
As a beautiful combo, I do allow it. So, that's his turn to get here. And, yeah, that's him. So he's on 10. And, it is now Delmara's turn. Delmara, roll me a d8.
Balls is a bit too far away. I need to jump and ride him into battle. Somebody invent the camera.
Oh, it's 5. If a 1 was good,
Dino
then
Riders.
what's a 5?
You don't know.
Ah. Someone do something, I'm just standing here!
Hey, Trouble. Hi,
I'm busy.
I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons.
And talking
The
to you
fun
like you're
game.
an idiot.
Yes, start them while they're young.
This is a default. No,
These
don't
are
swallow
all
it!
prayers. And he's like a big dinosaur. Yeah, that's cool, isn't it?
Not that many, I'm more interested.
No, you're not. You're not more interesting
sorry.
than T-Rex.
As interesting as you are, you're not more interesting than
Delmara.
T-Rex.
Roll me a d8, please. Another one.
Another one?
And another.
Another one. Another
And
one.
another one.
Another one.
Another one.
You start walking as far as you can this way. Just ambly. Just
Jesus, how far do I go? I only got 35 feet.
Into the water.
you use your full movement to go as far as you can.
Oh god.
And
Okay.
water. No trouble. Mwah.
Does Grunt realize there's something wrong with Del?
You watch her walking off, yeah.
Yeah, but do I realize there's something wrong, or do I think she's just off?
I'm playing and talking to people.
I mean, I've done nothing all
Yeah, those
fight,
people,
so
yeah.
I don't know.
She's waving hi to everyone. Wave hi, guys.
No,
Yeah, they're saying hi. Isn't that lovely?
I'm Logan.
Hello!
I swear to God, if I got my niece into Dungeons and Dragons, my sister would never let me live this down.
Yes, while they're
Never
young.
enjoy it. What are you trying to say? I'm sorry. I'm more than willing to let this tangent roll because it's adorable.
It's so
It never
cute.
happens.
Aw,
You encounter a case demon. Roll for
Did you
initiative.
just say it's so cute?
so cute. Aw.
Guys, he's pointing at his DM
Hey.
notes. Quickly, someone take pen and paper.
Lifted it up that little bit so you can't see my notes.
No.
These are all my books for the game. I have to use all these books to try and figure all the things with the game.
He's a nerd. Okay, well, bye.
She doesn't even know what a
You want
nerd
to say
is.
bye? Wave bye to everyone.
Bye!
Bye, sweetheart. Mwah. Love you.
No.
Back to Dinah.
But yeah,
Dinosaurs.
he basically said,
You are aware that Delmara just seems to, her arms are down low, she seems to have no motion, but she uses all her movement. She just goes as fast as she can and just walks in a random direction, no reason, bumping into trees as she goes, and just in the drink.
also, I like how he said, these are all the books I used. Oh, books? Okay, well, walk away.
Bye.
This thing called reading?
That's Dell's. So, Jonathan.
Okay, Jonathan will use his action to move the moonbeam.
Where to?
To the big one, because it's more efficient to move it to the big one, because then it'll take the damage twice. Whereas if it stays where it is, it only takes the damage once.
Okay, so now that it's moved to it, it will now take the damage. So roll, and I'll make a Constitution saving throw.
Is it 10?
What's Jonathan's DC?
15.
Wow, he rolled a 14. That succeeds.
Share
So
with
he
that
takes
damage.
5 points of 5 points of radiant damage. This tree's not liking life right now, folks. Does he have any bonus actions?
I've been going through every single spell, and it doesn't seem to. I'm not going to have him go into beast shape, so I'm just going to have him step
Hang
over.
back?
Yeah, I'm just having him like step over here a bit.
Okay. Roll another 3d10 for me, and I'll make another Constitution saving throw for the tree. And that was a natural 20.
God damn it! I did so much better on the damage.
So it takes 18 damage because it is vulnerable to radiant.
Dun, dun,
It is
dun.
literally boiling. It's melting and boiling it away. And that's on its turn. It's gonna try and get Alistair
Oh.
off of him.
I'm stupid.
Best quote of the night.
Alistair,
Oh.
give me a.
Has the cleric just
athletic or
realised he
acrobatics
has
check.
radiant spells?
Go with acrobatic.
I forgot there's these things called cantrips, and I have Sacred Flame.
None of us thought we needed to tell you that. That's
It's literally
obvious.
right there on your
character
Look
sheet.
of the forge.
He reaches up and actually grabs you successfully.
Ah.
And just from touching its hand, it seems like the hand is almost malleable. Definitely caustic. You do not get to make a dexterity saving throw for this.
You're about to get
And
spiked.
save to enjoy it like man.
9 points of acid damage.
Balls.
And I need a charisma saving throw again.
Fuck.
Okay, I'll message this to you then. This is important. I trust you not to tell anyone. As it lifts you up and just slams you into the ground in front of it, it's gonna take a massive foot and just try to slam you with it.
Oh shit.
You are now prone because of it, so it has advantage. That's a 29.
Ooh.
You
Oh,
take
God.
12 points of bludgeoning. And why do I even put these dice away? Keep them out. And 6 points of psychic.
God.
So it's used one attack to grapple you, throw you. One attack to that. Now it sees this small person next to it, and Buckley, it seemed almost confused and weird in its movement, but now, sensing you, it moves directly towards you. Its eyes locked down towards you. It's going to try and pummel you.
I have a knife.
Do slam attack. That was a 20 and a 26 to hit.
26 hits.
Whereabouts am I now then, Das, if he's thrown me to the floor?
Oh, sorry.
Am I like down by
Considering
the
it slammed you, you're more like here, under its foot,
Okay.
as it's literally keeping its foot down on top of you. You take 13 points of bludgeoning and 5 points of psychic.
So 18 altogether.
Altogether. That's its turn. Now this one's going to swing, seeing that Mugmug is a vulnerable target in front of it. What's Mugmug's AC?
Just double check. Keep forgetting where Mugmug's parked on this list. Okay, Mugmug's AC is 17.
Wow, a 16 misses. The first attack just bounces off of him, but the second one swings around and hits with a 26.
Okay.
That's 17 points of bludgeoning damage off of him, and 6
Is that
points
already reduced?
of... that damage is reduced. So reduce that to 9, and he takes 6 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
So that's that, and... Yeah, that's all their turns. That's everything they can do.
It's me.
Oh, sorry, I forgot something important as well. There we go. Alistair, now your turn.
Oh boy.
I had to flip the T-Rex round.
Alright. I'm going to use 5 feet of movement, stand up.
You are kind of under its foot, so that's going to take
Oh.
It's gonna take 10 feet to get up because you have to pull yourself away. It's pressure down on you, but it's so malleable that you're actually able to claw your way out.
Okay.
But it will
I'll
take
use-
10 feet of movement to do so.
I use 10 feet of movement. I shall use my bonus action to do a second wind.
Okay, you do.
It's pretty good.
Nice. Very nice.
I'm then going to use the 50 feet of movement that I have left then to run to there. Using a dash action.
Both treants are going to take reaction attacks against you.
Yeah.
So,
I cannot disengage though, unfortunately.
So it's going to be two slam attacks. So one.
Would I have been able to take my shield out before running?
I'd say you'd be able to.
Okay.
So that's 27 to hit,
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
and that's 23 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Shit.
Glad
So
you
I'm
got
just
that
gonna-
shield out.
Nah.
I'm just going to give you the damage in total altogether. So,
Alright,
including psychic. Fuck,
this is gonna probably take me down.
You take 50 points total.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'll say that you did get to the side of this one as you collapse down.
Shit. Desperately need to start getting something to do with my bonus action. Crap, that was a waste.
As that's your turn gone, legendary action, the large tree is going to now swing at Buckley. That was a 17. That's a miss. These guys have a ridiculous to hit.
I'm just gonna go to the toilet.
Grunt.
Alright, well, I'm going to use my bonus action to rage because I haven't been hit last turn.
It's only now that if you don't get hit or get attacked this turn, this is the turn that you need to do something or you lose it.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
Because otherwise, through the next turn, I'll be taking damage as a normal person, which is a no.
So you're still raging. You have not yet lost rage.
Well, I'm using a bonus action to rage.
No,
you
he's saying
you were hit on your last few turns by these guys, and you also did disengage, but basically, if you don't attack or get hit by the end of this turn, now you will
Yeah.
lose your rage.
I'm not going to attack, that's why I'm raging now.
Oh, sorry, you're just gonna reset it.
Yep.
Okay, sorry, I get you. All right.
I'm going to move 40 feet, which is easy enough for me with my 40 feet movement speed, and I'm going to fish Dell out of the water before she
Just gonna-
drowns herself.
puts the shield in, scoops her up with a bunch of fish. Oh.
I'll say it's your action to reach in to grab her, and she just looks comatose. Like she just looks. She's not, say, unconscious. She's just looking straight through you.
Alright, I'm just going to swing her over my shoulder.
Okay, you now have a
Just
Delmar
keep
over
it
your
there.
shoulder.
Looks a bit like a drowned cat, I imagine.
Yeah, that's your turn. Mugmug is paralyzed. Shimmer.
Okay, well. Shimmer is going to take a few steps back.
And set the world on fire.
I don't want to set the world on
fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart.
Indeed.
It's interesting, Mugmug has been maintaining his rage because he keeps getting hit.
Yeah, he keeps getting the shit beat out of him.
Fairy Fire's gone, by the way.
You lost
Yeah.
concentration. Oh yeah, you would have lost concentration from the attack you were taking too. You would have
Yeah.
had to have rolled. So yeah,
Yeah.
Fairy Fire is gone. So this is going to be straight attacks, whatever you do.
Alright,
I will say the large one is starting to look rough.
I'm going to
Shimmer?
drop a fireball from my staff on the big one.
Okay, go ahead. That's a dexterity saving throw for it. That's a 13. That does not succeed. Okay. Yeah, that looked like it hurt it. It's still standing, but it's hanging. It's not doing too well.
that's all I've got.
All right. That's all you do with your turn. Buckley, you go first on this turn.
Sacred flame.
Hey!
DC 16
Oh.
saving throw.
Oh yeah, I'm
That's
a
2
fucking
ones.
idiot. Oh god.
Buckley, how do
Excellent.
you want to do it?
Yay! Hey, fuck. I'm an idiot. Like seriously.
That's like the most unenthusiastic how do you want to do this I've ever seen.
Well, I mean, it's like I'm a fucking idiot. Like, oh,
You're okay, man. You're
Roast
right.
your enemy from the inside, will ya?
Yeah, how do
What?
you want to dispose of this large, corrupted abomination? This insult to nature and life itself.
I'm basically just gonna pull out my, because I keep it on a belt loop pretty much. Just pull out the forge hammer, and then basically, hand, like in the sense of it, kind of hand of God, except for it's
It's a
you know,
sacred flame coming
Murder.
down.
yeah, just boom.
So, is it your actual strike, or is it the flame coming above you?
Above, just kind of like
Okay. So those who watch see Buckley charge forward and swing and slam into the ground with this hammer, striking the ground with force. As you do, you see a larger hand, strong, muscular, wielding a large runic hammer, slam down straight on top of the creature, and it just falls back.
Shelby. What was it?
Shimmer,
Sorry.
do you have would you have to have rolled concentration for your comprehend languages?
Not been hit.
He did.
He was by the
Fucking
tree.
3.
Oh god, yeah.
Way back when.
Gotta slap that tree.
Right. And then
Snap that.
Oh yeah, no, I think he's AFK. Shimmer, you there?
I am indeed here.
Did you make a concentration check for comprehend languages?
We'll make one now.
The DC would have been half of, I think it was 20 or so. So,
Languages concentration.
I've only been hit one time, so.
but it was by the fucking big ass tree. So I need you to check in for that. And this is comprehend language you're doing it for. So make the check.
Oh no,
Believe.
no, it's not a concentration. It just lasts
Is
an
it not?
hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
just laugh.
Okay.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, okay.
Pretty cool.
Shimmer, you understand that the creature said "Fang!" as it just crumbles into itself, just down.
You understand? Dash just said thank you.
That's good because I couldn't find my concentration button.
You're okay. It would have been just a Constitution saving throw anyway. You're fine,
Oh,
bud.
it's Constitution?
Yeah, it's just a Constitution saving throw. That's what.
Oh, I can do this.
You don't need to though, thankfully.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your turn. Buckley.
Althir
won.
is going to lean down and hit Alistair for cure wounds.
Smack him in the
For
straight
4 health.
face.
Face?
Yeah.
4.
That's something.
His healing is not that powerful.
Okay. That's his action to do that.
Yep. And then
How many land hands?
as oh yeah,
It's already been rolled.
Yeah, fair enough.
I forgot about that.
You
I-
use a cleric.
I
it's
played-
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
don't
use
fuck
paladin
out on
weapon, You're okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an act. So that's it, I guess.
Okay. You now watch as the vines let loose from the creature. And the T-Rex charges in. It doesn't bite, but its headbutt just rams into the side of the enormous treant. It does definitely have advantage because of all the allies around it. But for the sake of this, I'm going to say this was with its... I'm going to use its tail attack, but this is the headbutt. That definitely hits. Fuck me. Wow, 2 1s. Get me.
Poo damage.
And it's going to, as it hit with its headbutt, it can't make any other attacks. So instead, Scylla is going to drop form. from being a T-Rex
To being a dragon. No.
Ba-ba-bum.
and just shouts at him, "Get away from it if you can!" And you see this energy focus up from him as he essentially performs his own form of moonbeam. But it's a little bit more powerful as you just see his hand focus and he aims up towards it, and it's going to burn a 6th level spell slot.
Dang.
Ooh.
For a sunbeam. Huh.
Yep.
Alright, wow.
That was a with the advantage from the checks. It does succeed, so it doesn't take 52. Instead, it only takes 26. But not like that. As it just gets blasted by this Archdruid who appears now. And that's Scylla's turn. Delmara, roll me a d8 as you are now lifted by Grunt. I'm gonna put you here for the sake of it.
Hey.
Make an attack
That's
roll.
may not.
Oh
yeah.
god.
A 1 would have been good. An 8 means not that good.
It would be randomly determined, but you only have one person next to you. So, Grunt,
Yeah, that hits.
you lift her up, and she just looks at you comatose. You're looking at her confused as you now see she just stabbed you. Just straight
Well,
into
I
the,
just sling
straight
her
into
over
the
my
ribcage.
shoulder, so she just stabs me straight in the back.
Yeah, right in the back.
Wow.
I would actually say you
Wow,
take sneak attack
you're-
damage.
Wow,
Yeah, I'd
you're
say
a
so.
bad person.
Ouch.
Well, you're
I'd
muted,
say
Gal,
add
so
the
you
sneak
can't do
attack.
anything.
Blue?
Makes sense.
Blue, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. I would dispute that. The criteria is advantage or an ally, and I have neither of those.
I was going to
I'm
say
an
'cause
ally.
you definitely didn't see it coming. No, you only take the 7. Yeah, you only take the 7.
I'm an ally, and I'm next to me.
Nemo's just like, stab me, hurt me. I want to see those hit points dropping. It's been,
I
too
want to
long.
see blood!
Been a long time.
I think
God-
more wise I
goddamn
just
backstabber.
stab my shoulder and you stab me in the back. I'd say sneak attack is appropriate.
No, you just stab. Like, the
I think
knife
the
is in
dispute
there.
is it
Stab
an
it.
actual, like, are you being
I'm
commanded
gonna
to
say-
attack, or is it a
I would,
reaction?
no, this is just straight up. You're just confused. This is literally the confusion effect. You
Oh,
don't know what
okay.
you're doing, and you just stab him. You don't even know what you're doing. So I'd actually say you don't get to do this because it's not using your expertise as to, ooh, kidneys, stab, 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 stab.
Yeah,
So
That's a
no,
Goddamn
it's just
that
backstabber.
makes sense.
So I take 4 damage.
Fucktard.
yeah, you take 4 damage. That's your turn. Jonathan's turn. Ooh, I need to put back on his moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
Yeah, he's gonna move the moonbeam to
Moonbeam.com.
the Lastriant.
mean the only treant?
Moonbeam.com on its face. Roll 3d10.
Ooh.
Constitution
one.
saving throw.
Yeah.
20s, so it only takes the 20 points of damage.
Let's go do it again.
Right. Another Constitution saving throw, and ooh, nice. That was the 12. How does Jonathan want to do this?
Yay!
I don't know enough about Jonathan, so you describe it.
Jonathan lifts and focuses the energy and turns it towards the creature. The first entourage, just like a spear, just stabs through its chest and pierces out the other side and twists. And then from above, like a dozen spears just strike down in the moonbeam on top of it. Like the energy of Grommash itself pounding down on top of it. And just takes it down at
Oh,
corners
yeah.
and it's just collapsing down further and further and just down into a pile of mush.
I forgot he was a half orc. I was like, Grommash? Wait, that's the god of orcs. Oh wait, yeah, he is one. He's a half one. Yeah, right.
Yeah, he's the smartest one.
So if I sacred flame him,
Take it on the chin, lad. Damara, you're no longer confused.
Why am I wet?
I mean that's not
You know it's in your
saying
knife
after
is-
waking up from unconsciousness.
You notice that your knife is in
You're the dirty
Grunt's
ones.
back.
I'd like to shift Del around a little bit to scratch my back.
Oh shit! Fuck!
Yeah, you
Well,
went
no, the knife wouldn't be
hilt
still
deep
there.
with the knife.
No, the knife wouldn't be there because it bounces back.
No, she stabbed. Not throw. Stab.
Wow. Right.
Stab it back, like, ow! Actually, while you're there, oh yeah, right, oh right, oh yeah, that's good, that's good.
What the fuck happened?
I love that you
I
actually
just
couldn't
pat-
do anything in that fight. That was great.
I literally
just
did nothing. That was aggravating.
I just pat her on the back like I'm burping her. Because that makes sense to me. I'm gonna burp her of the confusion.
Please stop.
You,
stop. Please stop.
You burp up some water that you seem to have no idea how it got there. You are drenched, confused, and on someone's back. You look over and you know this muscle intensity. It's definitely a grunt.
When she's coughed up on my back, I put her back on her feet. Baby's coughed up. All is good with the world.
Damn food in her mouth.
What?
Bacon.
Also, Althea is going to take all 30 lay on hand. So that's how many he has, right?
Yeah.
He's going to put all 30 into Alistair.
Thank you very much.
You have 30 hands?
Yes, he has 30 hands to lay upon
and
Alistair.
he's putting them all in Alistair.
Oh my.
I'm going to be walking funny for a few days.
Now, Das, I'm a hair's breadth away from leveling up, and it seems super appropriate with everything that's going on. May I cast the spell that I get this level that's coming up? Because I get to cast Commune with Nature as a ritual.
Ooh.
Well, you do get 1,200 experience from that fight. There's
Yeah,
10
so we'll do that at the end of the thing. So,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, sorry, 9. So you all get. I'll say you all get 1,330.
we'll level up
I'll
at
work
the end
that
of
out
the
at the
session.
end.
You guys can work that out at the end. I'll
I've
write
done
it down.
Mine was easy enough.
But I'll do that at the end. But I will use my Commune with Nature spell now, if that's permissible.
It's a ritual, so it takes 10 minutes to cast.
I think it's 11 minutes actually, because it takes 1 minute regularly, and then you add 10.
No. For a ritual, it takes 10 minutes to
It's
cast something as
increased to
ritual.
10.
It's increased to 10, not by 10.
Okay. Fair enough. Well,
As
I'm
you
gonna
are
use
focusing on this
Commune
ritual,
with Nature at the riverside.
okay, you commemorate at the riverside. This is going to take some time. As you do,
Did you just hear internal screaming from the woods?
Alistair, you're pulled to your feet by Althea, and you now see that both treants just seem to like almost be rotting, and as if around them there's a barrier and a darkness underneath them that just and both treant bodies are entirely disposed of. As you see, Scylla's eyes are glowing with a shadow, and he pulls it away, and both portals are closed. All right, Shadowfell can deal with those rotten bastards.
Oh.
So,
Gonna float over with the elf on my back.
oh my.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Right, so that explains where your crew went.
Yeah.
Lauren, are you right?
DeLauren.
L. Warren.
Oh, Lauren. Whatever.
The caring party.
Yep.
I'll fix you up later, lad, don't worry. Well, I seem to get pleasantly surprised every time you lot show up in my forest.
Yes, we come bearing requests, unfortunately.
Yeah. Also, for thought, just one sec, and he walks over to Mugmug and casts Freedom of Movement on him. And Mugmug just goes, Ugh. Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Ow.
Fight's over.
I know I was paralyzed, not incapacitated, but that's scary. I don't like that. I don't
There's
like
a
not
lot
being
of
able
big
to do
words for you.
things. I don't like that. Shut up. I saw you fall on your ass
Yes,
twice.
I need to learn how to dodge.
Alright, so Well, if you need something from me, well, I need something from you too. So, how much do you know about the bloody infestations? I thought fucking Ethercaps was
We got up
No, the
close and
intercaps are
personal
good.
with one of them.
one of them.
I didn't take anything from it. Although we did take its weapons.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
you must make a fucking deception check if you're saying that shit. You did
Hmm?
take weapons. No, you corrected yourself by saying the weapons. But if you had not said
Oh,
weapons,
yeah.
I'd have been like, make a fucking deception check.
I said it in the
Yeah, you
in
said
the
it-
idea of like skulls or teeth or something.
Oh yeah,
He's a
Yeah.
hunter, that's how his mind works.
yeah. Don't
Yes.
take anything from these things if you can. If it's something that could be dangerous, like say for example, it's weapons, take those because I can contain them for a bit.
I'm gonna look over my shoulder at Mr. The Shimmer.
I don't have the
Oh, you
shopping
had
bag
the,
of what
who
you
had
call
that
it.
one?
They're
I don't
in
have them.
Buckley.
Buckley has it. He's the holy one.
Oh.
I don't have them.
Well, then I have them. Then fuck. Here you go.
Oh.
No, I'm saying there's a,
Yeah.
they're in my bag, but I don't have them.
Make a deception check,
Oh.
fuckboy.
This is a druid, remember. Wisdom's a fairly high stat for them.
I know. Where was my? Yeah, I got a 1 in deception. Eh.
You were
Boy.
not supposed to lie. Talking about little wolf.
I don't have them. Okay, here you go.
He just you half say it and he's looking at you, just
Holding the bag in one hand like, don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, don't know what you're talking about. Just
he takes the bag from you and his entire arm goes bark as he reaches in and pulls out both weapons.
Oh, my gems.
And even from the layer of bark, you can see that the bark itself is almost rotting slightly. Thinks for a second and focuses on a spell. Takes about a minute. And as he does, the spell opens then, and it's like a warmth of light, and he just throws them through and closes it. No, okay. Mount Celestial can deal with that mess.
How you deal with your
it.
problems, you throw them through to other places.
It's worked so far.
Chebdium
Yeah, I
de
suppose.
Murden. You know, he's, crafting and everything. Figured,
Straight
he,
into
you know,
his
he,
forge.
yeah.
Yeah, let me throw a rusted blade in your forge, something you can appreciate. What a fucking insult, lad. I
Well,
sent that to
that's-
them because they'll destroy it the moment they sense it, which is probably about 5 seconds ago.
Right, I think we want to have a sit down and have a.
So, you
Talk
killed
about
the
a plan.
hunter.
Yes, apparently so. Had been tracking me for quite some time.
Oh, fuck. And he looks at you for a moment and lifts up your chin. Oh, my, and your neck's still attached? Your head's still attached to your neck? I'm impressed.
Thanks to them, thanks to the friends that we have here. Yeah.
And to other
I
friends
finished
that
him.
you have. And he looks at you with a smirk. That's new, that's interesting. Right. So, I have a bit of a problem with the demonic forces that are currently spewed out into the land. As you can tell, unfortunately, just a few lads with bows and arrows and a bit of a comprehension of tracking can't do as much against them as they could running off a few ethercaps. And these things have a severe issue with corrupting the land around them. I don't like it one bit. So, if you can help me rid my forest with the main creature resulting stuff, the better. And he looks at you, Alistair, and looks over to Grunt.
Grunt's
Yeah.
currently doing something at the river, so
He's looking at both of you. And he's going to have to... Yeah, he's going to have to make a intelligence check.
See if you can comprehend the being that is me.
He's looking towards you for the minute and thinks, oh, hang on. Did you get hit a lot in that fight?
I get hit a lot in most fights.
As you finish the sentence, he just puts his palm to your forehead and casts Greater Restoration. Mark down that point of corruption has been removed.
Yeah, I thought that might be coming. I was about to ask. I was like, "Do I know about this?" Okay.
You felt like it literally felt like you know how you get a phlegm and it's like that
Mhm.
stickiness in your chest. It's like that, but at your heart, and it's been removed from you.
Damn it! I was going for a rot build.
Never win with a rot build.
Yeah,
never
you really
grew
don't.
up.
This could have been my time.
Tilla walks over to Grunt and puts his palm to her forehead and casts it as well.
She's currently facing the river. She's on her knees and she's got her hands gripping into the dirt as if she's trying to like ground herself into the earth. So he's probably more putting on her back at this point because she's in the middle of a ritual.
No, he can reach around and just put does the forehead
Boy.
and mark down that you have that point of corruption removed.
Something to look out for in the future. Do we know roughly how many targets we're dealing with?
Only
Can we
one I'm
say
concerned about. Everything else is not been 10 minutes yet.
Okay.
I'd say give it another little bit. Alright. There's only one more I'm concerned about. This one's literal blood and corrupt. It's the reason that Treant was the way it was. It's some sort of demon that a very long time ago there was issues with demons of plague and corruption, all serving one deity. Story goes that deity's body was destroyed by the goddess of virtue's blood. So I'm not even going to consider us being able to actually physically destroy it, because you shed that thing's blood everywhere, you corrupt an acre of forest. So if I can find it, I intend to just banish it back. Or bring it and me somewhere where it's not going to be able to tear apart my land, and then dispose of it.
I like this
Left
word,
it across there.
banishment. Tell me more about this.
Cleric of the banishment domain. Just turns into the angry American with a fucking shotgun. Get off my pissing pond!
Get out of my plane of existence!
Get out of my brain.
Damn
Build a
demons
wall.
taking our corruption!
You better
Demons are meant to corrupt the world.
Damn demons bring corruption. Gonna kill them all.
Alright, so
Uh,
that's what I need. So you guys wouldn't be coming to me unless you had a serious problem. What's up?
We're thinking of trying to turn New Grove into some sort of fort or place of refuge that's well defended.
that's the wrong thing we came here for.
That's the other thing that we were going to ask.
That was the
main-
first thing.
The
The
main.
white dragon.
Yeah, the other thing we're going to
main
ask
problem
there is in Distun. I was
Uh,
leading on to that.
My head hurts.
It's almost like asking someone first, hey, can I have a sandwich before you ask them for a full dinner?
Yeah,
Like, if they're gonna say no to the sandwich, you ain't getting the dinner.
basically.
right.
Alright, so you want someone who, I don't know, maybe could craft some things, maybe leave a few little stony friends that can protect it, that kind of stuff.
Sort of. Part of the thought was, I don't know the full extent of your capabilities, but if we could somehow temporarily, at the very least, move you over towards New Grove, maybe taking a couple of our Minotauri friends down there, just to beef up their numbers.
Only when I know that thing is no longer trying to find the heart of the forest.
That's fair. We can do that.
If it
But I-
corrupts the heart of a forest, you'll remember her, the Dryad, that was along with us.
hmm
He gets his hand on her. That's it. His force is done.
But the ultimate goal for us is that Duskhaven, the only way someone's really going to get to Duskhaven now
Is through
Is
New
if-
Grove.
is
And
either
you want
through
to make
New
a
Grove
bulwark.
or the ocean. So yeah, we think if we can fortify there, we can at least stop them getting to Galgrond. That's the plan.
And the old scaly bastard's friends will keep them protected at sea. You know, he
Yeah.
made a deal long ago with a few storm giants, right?
Oh, really?
What?
Well,
He never speaks about that.
well, he doesn't tell us a lot of anything.
No, he's a bit of a bastard for that.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Like
you said it not
apparently he
me.
also has just like a rest chamber that we were in for a day, if that.
The other thing we wanted to talk about, we might want to go somewhere where we can sit down for this one.
All right. Follow
Shall the
me.
ritual end at this point?
Yeah, the ritual will now be close to finishing, so go ahead.
Okay. if you
Loads
let
of
me
lights
pop into
around.
this. Probably only the druid and Dell see this for the effects of this, but Grunt opens her eyes and looks over the water, and the druid probably knows exactly what's going on, but
Yep, he knows
for
exactly
Dell
what
in
you're doing.
particular,
Why he didn't do much.
you- it suddenly looks like the horizon is moving. A massive something is coming towards the lake, the river rather, and it shambles over to the side of the lake and rests there, and it's this massive bear. Looks like it's made out of the sky, and it just looks at Grunt, and soon it's just
After a while, everyone does see just this large, wispy form. It's almost like as if wind were turned to design like bark would grow. And it's wrapped around itself in a form that looks like it is bark and power. And the eyes just flash open this great, clear energy. And
I'm going to write down the information this communicates to me, because it will only communicate to me, I imagine. But I'll just understand by looking at it, even though they can probably see it. I instantly gain the knowledge of some following things. So I would like to know, in the 3-mile radius, I'm asking the bear basically, looking for any powerful fiends, influence from other planes of existence, and prevalent plant life. For example,
We'll
the
start
hard
with
forest
the
would
plant
probably-
life.
It starts reading off every tree.
Oh, there's one there.
It's like when Wacko lists
Prevalent
it's like when Wacko
plant.
lists all the countries of the world. There's elm and oak and all of this.
How good.
Yes, I'm going to write out this information.
So-
for everyone.
From around you, you understand that of plant life, whilst there is the trees, you are aware of the trees around you in 3-mile vicinity, because many of these are large, strong oaks, and most of the trees in this forest are capable of being awoken and being turned into trees. As well as that, you are aware of the presence of fiends about 2.5 miles west, towards further into the forest. And the heart of the forest, it guides you, and it is westward towards the heart of the forest, but after a distance, it just stops. Don't seem to be able to find your way further. But it is westward into the forest.
Real quick, because
Direction of what we're doing.
I know this is probably going to be silly. Would I be able to use divine intervention
Oh,
to
God.
basically rid us of this problem?
You have to spend, I think it's a minute, focusing on divine intervention.
It's actually an action.
Roll a D100.
Well,
Roll
Now,
a
whoa,
D100.
whoa. Be very careful, very specific about what you're asking
Read-
This
for.
read
isn't a
what it-
wish.
Read what it says
the way.
and then pick your words carefully.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
waiting for
yeah.
divine
Read it out
intervention
to me.
and
read
then
it out
more
to
than
me.
clearing the entire forest.
Everyone, just let him go.
Okay, beginning at 10th level, you can call on your deity to intervene on your behalf when your need is great. Imploring your deity's aid requires you to use your action, describe the assistance you seek, and roll percentile dice. If you roll a number equal to or lower than your cleric level, so at this point 10,
Or lower.
your deity intervenes. The DM chooses the number of the intervention, nature of the intervention. The effect of any cleric spell or cleric domain spell would be appropriate. If your deity intervenes, you can use this feature again. Can't use this feature again for 7 days. Otherwise, you can use it again after you finish a long rest. And then at level 20, your call for intervention succeeds automatically. So, but
Well,
So,
is there any
roll me a
spells
D100.
that would interest?
No,
Well,
that's,
But the
that
DM
wasn't
gets to
actually.
decide
you
anyway,
find
so
out, Luke. That's all me. That's all me.
Well-
He has to roll
Well,
for
no,
it.
I wasn't actually even planning to use it right now. It was more like in
Okay.
this, basically in the idea.
Don't cock tease me like that. You got to roll.
Sorry, sorry,
In
that's my
theory.
bad. So in theory, I could use it
You
to do
could
that.
it would if you somehow found a way to commune to your god, they would definitely assist if
Right.
if you succeeded.
Please send us a holy warrior, Nosdo.
Damn it!
Funnily enough, it's Muradin. I could get away with that.
That's what I mean.
It'd be like, Stanji, get the fuck back in here, lad.
he's an extremely dwarvish dwarf. That's as holy as dwarf he gets.
Oh,
Alistair's
man.
there, just like, yeah. Damara's there, just like, oh, send him back.
It's like my
And I'm
little
just
baby's
going-
back.
I'd go back
So-
over to fucking Cox Con just to go, someone drag Stanji to watch Discord.
And then Buckley looks at him and just goes, "Nah, I changed my mind. Banishment.
Yeah.
Return to sender."
Nah, yeah, no, I don't want you. No. But all right, okay.
Okay. So
But you basically just make
try
God's
to
God,
assist you.
and it blows away in the wind.
I'm just gonna basically
The wind after you
right now
ask-
for think.
Still looks at the notes. You know, you could have just asked. Oh, right, yeah, I didn't know there were a few demons around that area. Get rid of them. Busy day, busy day.
And she did just ask. The spirit
So
of all
wait.
bears.
Blood.
I need to start studying these creatures more intensely so I can find ways to crack.
On the plus side, Grunt, you want to meet someone I think you might remember.
Grunt tilts her head.
Not all of your tribe stays quiet as you, and not all of your tribe is dead.
She gone wide-eyed.
I would have at least expected a gasp out of you. Really don't talk. Right.
Just opens her mouth.
So wait, if blood of this creature is the one that causes corruption,
She hastily writes a note and slaps it into his face. Where?
The hand is just batted away from him. Well, you best tell me and find out, shouldn't you?
She nods.
Want me to get someone enthusiastic? Right. Follow me to the heart of the forest.
Does he know the way?
She looks
He's-
at you.
Hey, she didn't say that in character. That's
I
how
was
to
about to say, it's like he's gonna be like, cute bitch. Fucking cute, aren't you?
Follow me, I know the way.
Right. Follow me. And he moves. You'll be glad to know that most of this forest they can't get at because, well, it's a reason also you only went the way you actually found before, weren't you?
Go as the raven flies.
You followed the ways you went before into this forest.
Yes.
Yeah, that's because you know it. 'Cause that's not a character.
Bless you.
Because he definitely does not have hay fever.
No, it's probably the corruption.
Bit of a
Yeah.
problem in a drill.
I'm allergic to all this bullshit.
Yeah, when Alistair shows up, I flare. So, this forest is magical enough. The further it gets in, the harder it gets to navigate. Unless you're me or a creature from this forest. You'll be glad to know as well I've removed the link, the weakness in the barrier. I strengthened it back in Slarlax's Lair. So there's no longer a barrier or an easy access to the Shadowfell. That took some doing. But, and he's moving now, and it is starting to get later, because you were already traveling for a few hours. So moving again. It takes you through the rest of the night just to get to the heart of the forest. And as you arrive in the heart of the forest, you're moving in, you see the same design as you had before, with the very large amount of stones surrounding the actual central point in which seemed to be this. Excuse me, I'm losing my words. Where this creature had previously emerged from. The druid, the dryad, fey entity. And the stones are surrounding it and surrounding a fountain in which you see a wooden statue of a beautiful woman with hands lifted into the air, with this almost like will-o-wisps swirling around her. And let's move you guys back over to this old beauty. You find yourselves in the heart of the forest. There are no elves that you see, but you get the presence that it's definitely being very well guarded. And Sil looks around, focuses his energies to the actual forest. Alright, nothing's managed to find its way in yet. Anything that has been routed off. So, this is... Sorry, you said you had something else you were looking for as well. You guys mentioned that you had two things you were asking me for. One was...
Sorry, I
Nugro.
gotta go. Okay, real quick. Be right back.
You're okay, lad.
Del,
Yeah.
do you want to take this one?
Yeah. So, along with the whole reinforcing New Grove and all that, we do intend to try and attack the source of the problem a little bit. And
Oh, count me in. You don't even have to ask.
we were intending to head towards Distone as a sort of initial move, because they are currently the closest geographical threat.
He looks to all of you for a moment. As you're saying this, he's just thinking to himself, processing. Oh, you're a lot stronger than I last remember. Oh, I've got plans. Oh, you know how you saw me turn into a large lizard?
Yeah, that was interesting. It's like a dragon with no wings.
It's basically one of the oldest beasts. Beyond the mountains of giants, there again is a primordial land where some of them still roam. And when we go to actually attack that, if you want to go a full battering ram, I could turn all of you into them.
Yeah, I believe I've heard the name of them. They're like the dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. That's what it was.
And that's the king bitch right there. So, I'd be able to pull that off. You don't need to worry about the fanatics
that
of it.
would
So
certainly-
anyone who would want to be one, you could be one for an attack.
That would certainly be an alternative if we decided to not go down the stealth route, because that would certainly draw a lot of attention.
I could take
Just
down
a
the walls in
bit.
about... I'm going to be honest, I just needed extra bulk, because the lads around me won't be able to do enough, and well, me myself, I'm just going to get blasted.
That may be useful afterwards, but we did wish
As
to...
a shit hit the fan scenario.
Yeah, we would hope... We're thinking of trying to infiltrate first and cause a little
Alright.
disruption.
I'm back. Sorry.
I'm sure... I'm guessing you're aware of who is there.
Yeah, that little bastard.
Not him.
Not even sure.
Her?
Maybe he doesn't know.
Look at Alistair and I'm just like, oh god.
He just shakes his head slightly.
Oh god, this is... Oh jeez. Really?
Galgron's mate.
Galgron didn't tell you?
Is that
Just like
cookie?
helplessly in the bike, guys!
Little golden shitty bastard. Didn't even... I'm fucking next to her.
Yeah,
No, that's not a two. That's not a two.
yeah, that's a long story.
Well, I'm glad now he decided to tell me.
I mean...
But that's where
he
you come in.
may not 100% know this is the course of action we're going to try and take now.
because we don't plan to
No,
kill
I'm
her.
interested.
Because
Yeah,
this
I'm
is
gonna
Now I'm
I'm gonna
suddenly
take
not
the
interested.
I'm gonna take the Dragon Slayer sword out from the bag of holding.
He grins.
yeah.
This has been stolen and given to us to slay
By
problem.
who?
whoever's
We-
brave enough to
His
hold it.
son.
No, who stole it?
We're not gonna
Oh.
name any names. It wasn't one of us.
Definitely was one of us, yeah.
Yeah, we'll let you
If it
we'll let
was-
you piece together
if it
that one.
was-
He thinks for a moment and just goes, Merrick's in trouble.
No, I
Yeah,
think
sure, sure.
he'll be alright.
Yeah, you guys make deception check.
Oh.
He's fishing. He's fishing. He's trying to see reactions to names. Okay, so many of you fail that. Alistair, he looks at you for a second, but the other two just glares at once and go, yeah. It's like, yeah, it's definitely not his son.
You know,
Not him.
you should let the person who actually knows how to lie.
Yeah, the
Shut up.
charismatic one. Either way, by the by,
I have a +6 in deception. Shut up.
I have a plus
Yet
one.
you failed miserably.
It's because I rolled badly.
we came to a joint decision of something else that we could potentially try.
We hoped that you, being an archdruid and coincidentally to do with this sort of weird corruption that is happening, if maybe you knew of a way to perhaps reverse whatever type of corruption may have affected her.
I don't know.
If any.
I don't know what's affected her.
At the very least,
I mean,
would
we've
you be
not
able to contain her?
We've not even seen her yet, but I mean, we've seen a dragon.
it's going to take effort. Yeah, no, you remember. Yeah, I remember Slarlak.
Yeah.
Plus one of the bastard. He broke into a fucking window and came at me.
Like that, because obviously, because we know that Distill must be connected with.
They're connected to something with Guan Chi, and they're definitely connected to something with fucking
So
Dean.
you would assume that perhaps
Not
it's
happy
something
with this.
similar to that.
Our course of action was we are being sent in. We're being sent in by Galgaron to fetch the Dragon Orb. We're being sent in
that's our
by
primary
the Sword
task.
Thief to slay a dragon. What we wanted to do was try and deal with two birds with one stone. If we can get a hold of the Dragon Orb,
Oh, you clever little shits.
we can
Bit of-
put her in a state of inability, and
Yeah,
then
that
we
will
could
put her
potentially
down.
contain her in Slarlak's cave.
Yeah, it's definitely big enough for her.
And then maybe
We'd need some way of
to
attaching it
tend
to
her
her
in
though
some
to
way.
keep her detained
I
until
can
we
literally
can.
summon an elemental that just holds it in front of her for however long.
Well,
And
then
that'll
that's
make
that
it a lot
sorted.
easier, because me containing her, that's going to be a battle every day, but if she's got the Dragon Orb, I can subdue her.
Hmm.
That's
That's
the
the
thing.
plan.
That's the sequence of events that we hope to take. We
Hmm.
have to get in and get the Dragon Orb first
Aye.
before we engage.
Before you go near her, because she's not Galgaron, but she's definitely no lightweight.
I could
She's
do an
magical,
augury
too.
right now.
Yeah, what can you
definitely
tell
got
me about the Reapers? I mean, what can you tell me about Silver Dragons?
I can't tell you much about many Silver Dragons, but I can tell you definitely about her.
I mean,
knew her
if
about
you're
100
interested
years
in
ago.
silver dragons, I'd been doing some research. I'm only joking.
You just share that information with the party there.
Her name is Bratak.
Blue, take that down.
How do you spell it?
Bratach.
Type it into chat, please.
B-R-A phlegm T.
Type it into chat, please. Thank you.
There you go.
So her new nickname will now be Burt Bacharach.
Nope.
Raka.
By all means, keep insulting dragons. That's going to be for you.
It's done us wonders in the past.
She's definitely... Galgaron likes to use a lot of divine sourced magic. And so, to be honest, the lad grew up thinking for a while that he was a bloody human. Yeah, Galgaron's a bit of a bastard when it comes to
God,
deception.
that's gotta have such a weird effect on someone. I feel sorry
You
for
can
him.
That lad's had a very rough fucking life. You're kidding me.
Dude.
You do realize he used to travel with Merak and Guan Chi when they were all once a big bunch of friends, yeah?
We saw
Yeah.
an old picture.
Yeah, he's seen some shit.
Wait, didn't we give him like another like dragon hatchling?
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
another kid.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I just put that together. That's
Actually,
one
yeah,
of
I
his
hadn't
old
even thought of that.
brood. That's one of his old brood.
How old must that egg have been before it hatched?
Yeah.
An egg can stay dormant for as long as it is till it gets incubated properly.
How many eggs are normally in a brood for a dragon?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Time he's taking you to
Depends.
think is not good for us.
Ugh.
Depending on. No, these two would definitely. The first is always one. If they are together
Yeah.
again, it becomes numerous.
We never asked how that egg came to be in their possession.
Yeah.
That was one of. Oh, boy. Right, so Yanero has bigger balls than I thought he did. He didn't just steal that from Guan Chi, he stole that from her too. Little crazy bastard.
Whew, boy. Yeah, that is... God, he's so cool. So,
Right.
So, plans to go and get the goose that laid the literal golden egg.
and may have more golden eggs, question mark?
As much as I like them
Possibly.
breaking down the walls as a giant
Oh.
lizard,
Oh, and he just puts his hands. Alright. You know how Slarlak got corrupted?
Yeah, I've just had the same idea.
Do you know how easy that is? Literally, how easy it is to do anything to something while it's in its egg state.
Oh, fuck.
Very.
what the hell would happen
Oh.
to that?
It would
I
be
don't
bad
even want to
news.
think. Yeah, bad is how you describe that.
Basically.
This thing is more demonic than it is just shadowed. Because Shadowfell is one thing. That's a type that. That's a thing that has encountered before, where dragons get trapped in the Shadowfell and can't escape. But I've never seen something from birth. That's gonna be nasty. And those eggs could have been hatched at any time.
Crap.
Fuck. So
Oh,
now
dear.
we are under a time limit.
Those eggs are probably already hatched.
Exactly.
Hmm.
And they're gonna get big.
Well, they can't be that old. That they won't get that old that quickly. Well,
The
they won't
last
grow.
brood those two would have had would have been over 100 years ago.
Okay, they could be.
So they could have
further,
gotten
so-
pretty big pretty quick. Okay.
Yeah, Okay.
Aeon Sul is only just over 100 himself.
Hmm.
The brood itself is 100 years old, but we know that they could hatch later because the one back
Yeah,
at Dusk
it could have
Cave
been-
had only hatched basically a couple
Recently.
of months ago.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're talking. We could be anything from 1 to maybe 100 years old, though.
Yeah.
So we could.
you've
we could
anything
be,
between
we could be
a
talking
whelpling
about
and
some
an adult.
wormlings. Yeah. There could be some wormlings
Oh,
at the
dear
very
God.
least running around.
Really quick, out of character. This is basically like Blackhold.
I made that connection myself, Josh.
What?
Leroy Jenkins.
Oh my god, he just ran in.
Just ran in.
At least
Oh
I got my
god,
chicken.
Nasto is your Leroy. Naston's your Leroy.
Divine intervention.
I mean, he always was.
I need me a Leroy. Oh, hello, Nazo.
Oh my god, he is!
At least I got my chicken.
The hero we need, but not the hero we deserve.
We want.
Not the hero you want.
Not the hero, yeah. The one we need,
to
but
answer
do
the
not
call.
want.
He looks
More of the hero we didn't need
Alright.
and didn't want.
Alright, so. Removing corruption of any kind is a difficult task. But if we could. Alright. Now, no matter what you do, you get her in her humanoid form, the Dragon Orb will still work. That's going to be a hell of a lot easier to play. And, listen, I'll describe her, because I remember her, and I know she's Galgoron's mate, she's vain. She's just like him. She prefers the kind of reds and blacks for a humanoid type with a dark red hair. It's going to be dark red lipstick, dark red hair, pale face. Always.
Stand out reasonably well then.
Yes, in the middle of a savannah. Where most people are going to be naturally tanned.
Hmm.
Still got a cough from the water, don't mind me.
Grunt slaps you hard in the back.
I'm thinking we take a more stealthy approach to get in there.
You're definitely going to want to do that. That I can also aid with. Because nobody's going to notice a bunch of birds flying in.
That would be
I can
very
also help
helpful.
with that. Not as much as being a bird, but I still want to put my case forward.
That would be very
I have an
helpful.
old
because we were
returning spell.
concerned about how we were going to enter for
Oh,
quite a while.
fast without a trace.
Yeah!
I can definitely help you. Now, there's multiple ways I could, but the easiest way is I have an ability that I can summon pixies. I can summon fake creatures, so I can summon a few pixies. The pixies are tricky creatures, and they like to play pranks, but if you summon them, and well, there's a few Archfey that owe me favours. So if I summon their crew, they're going to show up, and they're going to do what I bloody say. And if I request, turn them into a flock of this type of bird, you're all going to be that bird. And you can fly merrily. There's a limit on how long it lasts, but you can fly merrily. For
You could use the technical
hour.
ability that's completely broken and banned in most games, where you summon a bunch of pixies. Pixies turn everyone into T-Rexes.
It's almost like that's the suggestion Scylla made earlier to turn everyone into fucking T-Rex.
That's
Yeah.
literally what I said earlier.
Because
And break down the
Dylan-
walls.
There's a reason that's banned.
Scylla thinks, you know what's hilarious? I want to see you guys tear apart Dusthaven. Or Stone.
Not Duskhaven, that's
Whoa.
what I'm trying to stop.
Whoa!
That's out of
A
character.
different banner.
Squanchy the whole time.
Ah!
Maybe after.
So if we murder everybody, there winds up being no more evil left to kill.
I'm still trying to figure out for fucking divine intervention right now.
Hey, if you fail, it's not like you lose anything.
Yeah, I know, but it's more so basically when I'm trying to decide, like, I'm trying to figure out my words correctly. As if I basically word just right
Wrong.
and then succeed, then Dash can basically take those words apart and go, right, yeah,
Reminds me of the time that we were trying to pick the wish for that genie, Han. Do you remember?
yeah.
We spent like 20 minutes as a group brainstorming what we wanted to say.
This is your god. He's not a complete dick to you.
Yeah.
It's not like a genie who's purposely trying to screw you over.
Well, yeah,
He's
yeah,
trying
and
to
I
help
know
and
that.
To
just-
be fair, some genies are grateful of being helped in some way and will definitely not fuck you over.
Exactly.
No,
but
but the only,
you know, your god
the only
is
dwarf
isn't
we've
likely
really
to-
got to go off as reference is Nosdo. For all we know, Muradin just could just be an amplified version of him.
Yeah,
Mark,
like,
the big hammer! You just see a big hammer coming down into the sky and destroy the entire gatehouse of Dune.
Helped.
Destroy the grate! It just
If it was
destroys
that-
the entire fucking gate.
if Nazda was a god and he was giving you his help, suddenly a giant boat would fly in, smash the gate, and then disappear.
No, a boat would fly in with cannonballs coming out and just da 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 as you see three dwarves atop it swinging merrily.
but no, it's more so for the fiend thing. That's what I'm trying to figure out for.
Could think of like if you wanted to base it off a spell, you could go with something like anti-magic field.
You know, you could just ask me.
Mm.
You could just say divine intervention, and then I can get creative.
Well, it's more so like because I know basically his blood is what causes the corruption.
Literally, him doing anything. Corruption.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay,
Now, he bleeds on something, he's going to get corrupted. He touches something, he's going to get corrupted.
I've
Then
got
ask-
it. Divine intervention, regenerate on this elf scout that we've got. He's going to be the MVP of this fight. I can feel it.
As
getting
you guys
better.
are talking, every now and again you do talk to yourselves, you do look over, so has spent most of his spell slots for the evening and has essentially started to regenerate. It's a slow process, painful process, and he's already got a little bit of stub back here. It's
Oh,
growing
he's
now.
got the Deadpool hand.
No, he's not got the Deadpool hand.
oh,
Eh.
The bicep is building. Deadpool, it's not the Deadpool, it's just the bicep is
Grunt
building.
would like to wave at the Dryad, the heart of the forest, I believe you called her.
Yes, the heart of the forest. She is stood aloft in the middle of the fountain, and she seems to not be taking any focus to anyone, but is in that pose still. You remember you had saved her from the forest and from the actual... how do I describe this? From the actual lair of Slarlak.
Was Grunt here for that?
actually, Would
You
it
are?
be?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we freed
That
you.
was when they first found you.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah,
Then I was
Grant
like,
wants to
oh-
wave at her, and she wondering why she can't get her attention.
Would it be something like to basically make a somehow non-corrupting area to fight within?
Could literally do planar ally.
That too.
You beseech an otherworldly
Okay.
entity.
Bear
for
in
aid.
mind, guys, you in character don't know how divine intervention works.
No,
Yeah.
no, we don't. I'm just trying to give Narrowin some suggestions.
I've got an idea.
Oh,
Listen,
do
guys,
tell.
Burn down the entire forest. Right. Then there's no corruption to be corrupting the forest.
So,
Oh,
guys,
good.
I'm gonna
Done
say
deal.
this to-
You're
I'm going to say this to you guys now. So, Narrowin, Buckley is unaware that there's any spell of this. He just knows that he can call upon it. He can try to call upon his god for aid.
yeah.
Do you want
So,
to do it, Narrowin? Do you want
I'm
to try?
going to be honest. Don't try to metagame it.
Well, yeah, and that's what I'm trying not to do.
Yeah. You're
That's
trying
why
to
I'm
make
trying-
sense of it. Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to make sure I'm choosing my words carefully to where I'm making sure that way I'm not metagaming in the sense of, oh, okay, I know everything. You know, it's more like, okay, it's got corruption things. What you got? kind of thing. Like, it's not, I don't want to do that.
How would
Probably
Muradin
say-
be
yeah,
able to
Probably
help
saying
with
that a bit more holy like, but yeah.
It's more the fact that it's a god's power than anything else.
Yeah, because he is basically the god of creation. Maybe
he could
weapon?
create an army to fight for us, or at least
Or-
distract for
I'm
us.
sure the god of creation might appreciate nature being corrupted.
then
Yeah.
that too.
No
Not
deity
that kind
is
of
gonna-
creation. He's the god
no,
of making
literally
stuff.
any god would despise this.
Beast of corruption, basically.
Yeah, but just clarifying, he's not the god of making
Avatar of
nature. He's the
Herodias
god
on
of
the-
Yeah, I know,
smashing
it's
elements together to make things.
fabricating, yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Go on, Narrowin, roll it. See if you even get it first. This could be a whole moot point.
Yeah.
D100. D100.
He has to roll below his level.
10 or lower.
10 or lower. 1 to 10. 10% chance. Do it. Do it for the.
3.
Oh my god!
Okay.
The Narrowin had 20. Oh.
I'm going to basically.
I've
Can we
had
stop
2
here?
divine interventions in campaigns. Both
Should we stop it here? Should we stop it here so we
Yeah.
can actually get something good?
Just end
This
it.
is like a good. This is like a good point.
We're gonna end
No,
it.
no. I need to know what he has because I'm not going to make the poor bastard struggle for a week on his
Okay.
thoughts.
Nirin, think about what you want to say, but Das doesn't reveal what it does.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
fair.
that worked.
While he's thinking,
We could always have
has
a
the
session
dryad
tomorrow.
responded to Grunt at all?
No. The Dryad seems to be focused on a spell.
Right, I'm gonna grab. She's gonna grab a stick with like a leaf on it and start tickling her feet.
Scylla
So,
grabs the stick
yes,
from
you
you
gotta-
and backs you in the head with it.
Basically.
Grunt just gives it a look like
focusing-
what?
She's currently focusing on a spell that keeps literally every fiend from finding us. And finding
Anything
her.
else?
She
If
just
anything, I'd
sort
want
of
to
scratches
stop
the back of
doing
her
that
head,
spell
looks shyly like
after I've had a
sorry.
sleep. I'm gonna start making
Heroin.
plans in the sand.
I'm going to call upon. I'm going to sit down and meditate and call upon my god
Mm-hmm.
and
What happened
ask
to that?
him for a weapon to maybe to basically in a sense of stop the creature from being able to produce the corruption that lays upon the land.
You're asking for a weapon that will stop the corruption on the land.
Yeah.
You focus and you have your hands out in your prayer. You feel a weight in your hands. It's just a hilt.
Oh. 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 Okay.
It's broken.
I
think I know exactly what this
We'll
is.
see you next time, guys.
I think I
Have a
know.
game.
I
see
will
everybody.
describe. I will describe.
That light's broken.
kind of wanted to leave it there because that'd be hilarious.
God, why did I choose Bard for fuck's sake?
Let's see.
Leave it there. You can give him the stats between games, and we'll, we'll find out next time.
You alright now?
No,
Yeah, no, I'm good.
No, I just have to find it because it's a very
Killed him.
unique, toy.
You should have given him.
I think I know exactly what it is.
Yeah,
You
I'm
think you
pretty
know what it is?
Oh my
sure. I
god.
got no idea. I think I remember reading up about something like this before.
It is a hilt of beautiful design, a wrapped steel all the way down into a simple piece to the hilt, and this almost a design of a rising sun. And as you hold it, a blade emerges from it.
I got a lightsaber.
You got the sun blade. The sun blade,
Oh my
should it hit a creature, cauterizes the wound immediately.
Hey.
Even if it is a fiend, even if it is creature resistant to fire or any sort of material, it cannot. Say, for example, these creatures, where they burst out their acid and it was corrupting, it was their blood. This would cauterize the strike.
Stop it from bleeding on the land.
On the iron.
Perfect. It's
Although-
alright, Buckley. You
That's
can
how a
fly.
radiant weapon,
You
I
will
believe.
always have the high
If you
ground.
are proficient with, it's a long sword.
It is a long sword, okay.
It is a long sword to say to you, but while the blade exists, it has the finesse property. And should you be proficient with short swords or long swords, you are proficient with.
You're
I'm not.
proficient with
Literally-
short swords, aren't
If you are proficient with short swords or long swords, you are proficient with this blade, and it has the finesse property if it is advantageous. It's literally made to be a weapon that anyone who can use it.
Oh no, short swords are martial weapons.
Yeah.
They're not simple.
Are short swords not simple weapons?
They not?
No, they're
No.
not. No, they're not. I remember because it's like there's a special thing that monks are proficient with all simple weapons and short swords. It gives them that as a specific thing.
Yeah.
Damn, you've you've been given a weapon you can't use.
That makes no
Well,
sense.
You would figure since
Surely
it is
on
coming
this
from like
occasion, the deity would make it one that he could use.
I'll say, as to the fact that it is literally the deity giving it to him,
yeah.
Or just say specifically that he has proficiency in
mark
this
down that you
particular
now
sword.
have proficiency with long swords.
Nice.
God's literally given this to you. You cannot use this again for 7 days. That
Yeah.
is going to end the session.
Boom.
Mark's open, all right.
Oh, God.
Nice.
Nice. Shop at Game Tea, everybody.
You asked for a weapon, I knew exactly what I wanted to give you.
They sell sunblades.
We'll work on it.
Wow.
They
you
do sell
rolled-
excellent pens.
What is it with Narrowin and the D100? Roll for some loot at the start. Natural 100. Give me some fucking flights. Roll for divine intervention. Get a 3. Give me
3.
some powers. Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
We won't
If you're going to be
playing-
getting that close with the demon, I'd be tempted to swap shields with you as well.
we
I
won't
mean,
be-
I only
we
have a
won't be
plus
having
2 shield,
session
so-
next week,
I get a plus
unfortunately,
3.
because me and Spoon
Oh.
are away.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yes.
There it is.
It's
There
a
Yeah,
will
we-
be
lightsaber.
later, guys.
Yeah,
It has
it
the high
literally-
ground.
Vroom, vroom.
Wow. He
This
called
is
it.
a plus
I'm still just like. I was
attack and
expecting.
damage
You're
roll.
just stunned by this whole thing.
I was like,
You were
this
the
whole thing's
chosen one.
bollocks because you're gonna roll a D100 and it'd be like, oh, you got 67. Like, pfft, so there's no point in. It's like 3.
Shall we end the stream?
Yep, I'm
Yeah, you
trying.
can have
I'm
the
trying
stream
to,
up.
but people
You can have
keep
the stream.
talking.
Bye, everyone. So, to
Bye-bye.
say to everyone, we will not have. I am back down in Limerick now, which is why I wasn't doing Storm King's Thunder. But we won't have one this week.
Don King's blunder.
So it'll be going on next week. Not the week
Yep.
coming, but the week after that again. And that week, I'm not going to be able to do Blood and Sand, as I am going to be standing as a godfather to my niece.
Oh. So it's gonna be
Divine
it's gonna be a
intervention.
few weeks.
Just divine intervention.
Divine
This is the
intervention.
best baby
Intervention.
ever.
Good night, everybody.
Bye bye.